Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to see it, yes, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number one. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple. Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh college boys.
High school, champions.
Yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Centralia here in the beautiful heart of the Midwest. I'm Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on another Friday night on the Kahok Sports Network as we bring you the final week of the regular season in high school football as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the Orphans of Centralia. And again, my name is Todd Duke. Welcome in to the show and the pregame show brought to you tonight by Cafe Agape in Collinsville, home of the Kahawk Chicken Sandwich. Cafe Agape been doing their thing since 2012, offering some of the best homemade food in the area. Catering is their gig right now in Collinsville. So if you have a function coming up, big or small, office party, luncheon, I don't know, an awards ceremony show coming up for all these high school sports that are getting ready to wrap up, or how about a wedding? No matter what the size, Cafe Agape can handle it. 345 Cafe, that's 618-345-2233. Kahawks come into this contest with an overall record of 7-1 under their second-year head coach Colton Rhodes, who now has a sparkling mark of 15-3 in his 1+ years as the Collinsville head coach. Centralia, they come in at 5-3 under their third-year head coach Brad Goway, and he stands at 13-10 right now in his third year of work. Kahawks Well, they're coming off of their toughest win in years after last week's thrilling overtime 15-14 win against the previously unbeaten Chargers of Centennial High School out of Champaign. With junior starting quarterback Ethan Bagwell in a ambulance after a hit to the head, took him out of that game. The first play of overtime, Centennial scored, and then Collinsville got the ball back, and Bagwell got hit at the 1-yard line on Collinsville's first play in overtime. Backup quarterback, last year's starting quarterback, Colby Anderson, punched the rock in from 1 yard out to get Collinsville within a point of those Chargers, and instead of going for the tie, Rhodes and the team decided to go for the win with a 2-point conversion, and then Anderson hit senior running back Jerry Richardson with a high pass just across the goal line. Richardson got hit in midair, crashed to the turf, held on to possession of the ball for that 15-14 win. Kahawks have now won 7 in a row, and with a win tonight would have back-to-back 8-win seasons for the first time in program history. The Orphans, they started off the year 5-1 after week 6 to become playoff eligible. Need one more win to secure that playoff, and that's where they stand now. They have lost back-to-back games following that 5-1 start. In week number 7, they lost here at home to Marion 32-31 in overtime. That game was tied at 24 after regulation. Centralia scored a 8-yard run, and the point after gave the Orphans a 31-24 lead. Marion gets a 6-yard touchdown run. They decide to go for the 2-point conversion and the win. Does that sound familiar? Should. And they did. They pulled it out on the road. A 2-yard run into the end zone by the Wildcats gave Marion that improbable 32-31 win. Centralia had a chance to pick up win number 6 at home last week, but Mount Vernon had other ideas, and they came in and picked up their 5th win on the season themselves after a 35-7 romp over the Orphans. So the Orphans fighting for their playoff lives. They are playoff eligible, but they need that 6th win to secure themselves a playoff spot, and they're going to try to get it here tonight on senior night here at Centralia. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville's head coach Colton Rhodes. We talked about that thrilling overtime win last week and the health of his team. There's a few notable players that are not playing in this game tonight, and we'll pass all that on to you as the Cafe Agape pregame show continues next here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KayakSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape. Check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
And we welcome you back into the Cafe Agape pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. One last road trip of the regular season football schedule finds us in Centralia tonight. Final week of the regular season for your Collinsville Kahok football team, and joining us now is Collinsville's head coach Colton Rhodes. Let's go back to that 15-14 overtime thrilling win. I got to tell you, man, that is probably one of the most exciting games I have ever got to witness in person.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely exciting for me too. There was a lot of ups and downs during that game, starting in the first half, but we really rallied together there in that second half and finished it off, and couldn't be prouder of the kids for the way they came back from all the adversity they faced in that first half and came back together and rallied together through everything and pulled it out in the end.
Tell us a little bit about Ethan Bagwell. What's the update on him medically?
Ethan's doing a lot better, especially this late in the week. So me and Coach Cordes went and visited him Friday night after the game. And once he got out of the hospital, talked to him a little bit before he headed home and got some sleep. And now he's still got a couple of concussion symptoms lingering right now, but nothing that's out of the ordinary. And it's pretty much best case scenario for how he's feeling right now compared to what we thought was happening Friday night. So
I guess it's a little too early to speculate whether he's going to be back next week for the playoff.
Yeah, I mean, we'll follow the IHSA five-day protocol plan, so we'll see how he feels on Monday or tomorrow, and we'll go from there.
He's not the only one that came out of that thing banged up, man. No Jerry Richardson tonight. I understand he tweaked a hamstring on that very last play of the game.
Yeah, I think it had been like a little bit of minimal pain throughout, and then all of a sudden you get a little 30-minute break there and score a touchdown, and then you got to jump 4 feet in the air, or however high you jumped, and make a catch and get drill making it, and it kind of bothers your hamstring. So we're going to try and play it smart this week and hold him out. Since we're already into the playoffs, it kind of just determines seeding now, so we're going to hold him out, and hopefully next week he's ready to go.
All right, man. 3 turnovers in a row to start that game off with, man. That was some adversity to overcome, and boy, you guys did.
Yeah, that first half was ugly. We couldn't hold on to the ball. We dropped a pass for an interception. Then we had fumbles on back-to-back drives, and we had a 3-and-out somewhere in there too. It was just offensively when we moved the ball, we were doing fine. We fumbled it, and then the other times we weren't blocking. We couldn't move the ball. We couldn't catch it. It was ugly first half, but second half we kind of talked at halftime, and I just let the kids know that if anybody's going to turn around, it's them. I believe in them, and that's kind of how the whole second half started to change, and I just let them keep knowing that we believe in them and they're going to make this happen, and they sure did.
One of the big defensive plays of that game, man. You guys are already down 7-0, and Centennial's driving down the field looking for another score. What a big quarterback sack by Mondre Kroom.
Oh, man, he made a great play there. Coverage was perfect, too, and we noticed that they left that left side open. We sent him off the edge kind of late in the play call, and, man, he's fast coming in there, and that quarterback had no idea he was there. I'm surprised he held on the ball, too, and he got hit, but glad he made the tackle and made them lose those yards and set up a long 4th down that they couldn't convert, so that was a huge play.
Let's talk about the missed field goal. I want to actually talk about the play before the missed field goal. When Bagwell had the ball, he scrambled and ended up losing about 5 yards on the play. Plus, it took you guys from the left hash mark to the right hash mark. Is there any preference on which hash mark Andrew likes to be on to kick that field goal?
No, he doesn't care, and we didn't care either. We were trying to score a touchdown. We were trying to get a first down at least and keep the drive moving, maybe gain a couple yards, and thought we had a decent play set up, and it kind of broke down, and he scrambled to the right and then took a sack, which is okay, and we were able to wind the clock down so we could get the very last play, and Ty missed it by just a couple feet to the right. It just didn't hook for him there, so took us into overtime, and wasn't mad about it. Sometimes you have big kicks and you miss them, and sometimes you have big kicks and you hit them, so next time he gets the chance, he'll hit it.
All right, so after Colby gets that touchdown to get you guys down by 1 point, how long of a decision was that to go for 2 for the win?
0 seconds. So they got the ball back and they scored, and we won the toss in overtime. So we said we were going to defend first. They went down and scored. As soon as offense came over to me, I said, "Hey, we're going to get the ball. We're going to score. We're going to go for 2." And all the kids were ecstatic. They're like, "Yeah, we are. We're going to win this game." So we ran the exact same play that they ran when they scored, and Bagwell takes it all the way down to the 9, and then we get Colby in there, and we just like, well, I would have done QB sneak under center, but I don't know the last time Colby took a snap under center, so we just did shotgun and just said, hey, pound it in there, Jerry, go block for him, and we'll score that way. And the kids came over after I called timeout. They're like, we're still going for 2, right? And I said, absolutely. I just want to talk it over a little bit with you guys first. So it was an easy play call for me. We wanted to win it, and we said we're going to win it right there.
That was an exciting finish, man. Congratulations. All right, Centralia tonight, man. I know you guys played these guys last year. A lot of the same players as well, so are you expecting a little much of the same?
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty similar game. We actually have a very similar offense to their offense as well. They like to run the ball, and they run a lot of the same plays as us. So it's going to be a fun match to kind of carbon copy of each other and see who's got the better kids out there and who's got the better plan this week. So it'll be a fun game for us.
All right, number one goal, I'm guessing, is to come out of this as healthy as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Come out as healthy as possible and then go home with the win. Those are the 2 goals for tonight.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
No problem. Thank you.
That is Colton Rose, your Collinsville Kahok head coach. We'll take a break here on the Cafe Agape pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass along Collinsville starters for you and more names and more numbers. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
Once again, welcome back to Centralia High School. Todd Duke is my name. On the other microphone, Chris Kettler and Zach Roseman, our cameraman tonight. As we appreciate everyone's help as we get you ready for this game between Collinsville and Centralia. Let's go ahead and say hi to Mr. Keller. How are you, sir?
Hello, all doing all right, Todd. Well, hello, everybody back in Collinsville or wherever you may be tuning in to us tonight. Let's see what we get here for this game here tonight, Todd.
Yeah. Coach's comments. What'd you think, man? That was some fun stuff.
Yeah, it was fun to revisit the win last week. Go for the win there, get that 2-point conversion and win it. Obviously, with what ended up happening with a few of the injuries here, we'd like to have gotten that field goal and just wrapped it up there.
Yeah.
But it was fun to go back and see her wins, and it's happening in the 9-game season. Some bumps and bruises and injuries here and there, but I'd like to get through this here and get ready for the playoffs and be healthy for that. But clearly we'd like to get this win and be in the best possible position for the playoffs tomorrow.
Yeah, injuries tonight. No Ethan Bagwell, as everybody knows by now. No Jerry Richardson. He is here. He is dressed in street clothes. I did a little fist pump with him a little bit earlier after I got through with the interview with Colton Rhodes. KJ Thorpe's-Watt still out, nursing a concussion. And Mondre Kroom is out and not here as well. All right, Collinsville is going to get the ball first. Centralia won the coin toss. They deferred. So Collinsville will go on offense. When you see them on offense, you'll see Colby Anderson, last year's starting quarterback, is going to be back behind the center for this one. The 5'9", 180-pound senior, taking all the reps in practice this week. So we will see what he has up his sleeve. Will Graham is set to kick things off for Collinsville. And back deep for the Kahawks is Darren Pinnell and Isaiah Gordon, and we are underway. That one is going to roll, and it's going to roll all the way into the end zone. That was a nice job by Pinnell to let that just roll because that ball was kind of tailing away from him. Every bounce that it took on the way down there, it would have been dangerous to kind of try to pick that up and run with it. All right, besides Colby Anderson, your running back tonight, since we do not have Jerry Richardson, is Zay Norton. The artist formerly known as Isaiah is a junior, 5'10", 205 pounds. Your wide receivers, Ryan McIntyre, the 5'9", 170-pound junior. Kylan Jordan, the 5'11", 175-pound sophomore. Darren Pinnell, the 6', 180-pound junior. And getting his first start of his varsity career is junior wide receiver Cole McCluskey, the son of our esteemed colleague, Dr. Chris McCluskey. And Cole stands at 6', 170 pounds. We'll give you the offensive line starters after this first play here by Collinsville on offense. Colby Anderson in at quarterback, and we're not going to get it off in time. And did we use the timeout, or is that a flag? And that's a flag.
I think you'll just take the flag and not use a timeout here before the game actually starts.
Very first timeout taken before the clock even ticks off any time, huh?
Somebody came on late.
I saw
that was all about.
I saw somebody running on late, but I was busy looking at my starters and didn't have a chance to see who it was. All right, Cole McCluskey lines up over onto the far side along with Isaiah Gordon. Over here on this side is Darren Pinnell, and in motion goes Kylan Jordan. Here's the snap. And back to passes Anderson, his first throw in a long time. Oh, there's a little lateral after the catch by Pinnell, and the lateral makes its way into the hands of Ryan McIntyre, and that's a nice pickup as Collinsville picks up a first down on the first play, despite the fact that it was 1st and 15.
Right, so that must have been sort of the confusion there as Norton wasn't out there to start. McIntyre lined up in the backfield. The pass went to Pinnell, and then the lateral to McIntyre. Kahawks get the first down.
On the line tonight, George Lopez, the 6'2", 270-pound senior. Max Link, the 6', 225-pound senior. Ian Kingan, the 6'3", 345-pound senior. And then Thomas Kohler, the junior. Javier Oseguera, the senior. And there is a takedown of Colby Anderson in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of about 3 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 13.
Colby just keeps it, tries to go around the left side. Jacques Brown tackles him for a loss, sack on the play.
Yeah, Jakias Brown, I was just going to mention, he's on the line. And he and Mr. Jones, Jaden Jones, lead the team for Centralia. They've registered 18 sacks this year, and Brown and Jones have 6 each. Collinsville facing a 2nd down and 13 here. 3 wide receivers on the right side, 1 wide receiver over on the far side. Here's the snap, and rolling that way is Anderson. He's got some room. He's got a 1st down and into his bench over on the far side, close to that midfield 50-yard mark, and that's going to be another 1st down here for Collinsville. A nice run there by Anderson.
Yeah, an option play there with Norton trailing behind him. Colby saw a good hold to cut back inside there.
Yeah, it's coming back.
But forget that. Kahok's have a motion penalty.
Yeah, holding penalty against Collinsville. It's coming back, so take that one off the boards. Up front is Jakias Brown, Frank Basting, and Cade Verbal, along with Jaden Jones, as I mentioned, for Centralia. Their linebackers, Amir Johnson, Cam Tomlanovich, Keaton Morgan, and their secondary consists of Cam Newton, Marziel Marshall, Jacob Brooks, and Daryl Jones. So Collinsville now a 2nd down and a very long 20 yards to go here for the 1st down. Colby Anderson in shotgun, empty backfield. 3 wide receivers near, 2 far, 1 comes in motion, and Anderson's going to keep it again. He goes up the middle, and he'll get about 3 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Get some kind of positive play there, get some yards, make 3rd somewhat manageable.
Also, with missing Bagwell, you're also missing your punter. So that's going to come into play a lot tonight. Anderson last year as quarterback completed 87 passes of 154 attempts. Good for 1,487 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. He had a quarterback rating of 123.6 last year. Here's Anderson. He's going to keep it again. He's going to go up the middle, and he's going to have some positive yardage. He gets past 1, and he has a 1st down. And again, that's pretty much at the spot they marked it down when we had that flag. So maybe this time it'll hold, and Collinsville will indeed have a 1st down.
Some good running room, then had to make one guy miss. Gets the 1st down.
Sure does. Not exactly where I thought they ran out of bounds, but he did get enough for the 1st down. Anderson, by the way, came into this game 29 run attempts this year for 157 yards. He was just 26 yards short of hitting the 1,000-yard mark as a rusher in his career. So I think he might have already accomplished that here in just the beginnings of this 1st quarter. Here's a handoff to Norton. Norton up the middle. He's got some room. He's into Centralia territory all the way down to the Orphans' 40-yard line.
Run up the middle, the 1st carry for Norton. He's hard to bring down. Just bowled over a couple guys.
Yeah, Norton, he's a big kid, man. I'm telling you. Coming in at 5'10", 205 pounds. He came into this game with only 4 carries for 17 yards and 1 touchdown. And I think he almost got 17 yards on that carry.
He had the 1st series against Granite where the Canucks marched right down.
Yeah. All right, 2 wide receivers here on the near side, 2 more on the far side. Norton is the lone running back. Stands over the right shoulder. Here comes McIntyre in motion. Fake to him. Handoff is to Norton. And he is going to be up to about 8 yards, but we have another flag on the play, and that one most likely is coming back.
It's thrown by the Whitehead here in the backfield. Usually an indication of holding. The 2nd holding penalty of the game for the Canucks on this drive.
So instead of positive yards and looking at probably a 2nd down and 3, we're going to be looking at a 1st down repeat, and it's going to go back to midfield. And it'll be 2nd down and 20, or 1st down and 20, excuse me.
Norton went to the bench there, and Roland Arms is going to be out here for as a running back.
Yeah, Roland has carried the ball 1 time on the ground for the offense this year. 5'10", 193-pound junior. Here's a pass by Anderson. He finds Pinnell, and Pinnell puts on a nice move to split a couple of would-be tacklers and gets back up to the original line of scrimmage. So all in all, not too bad. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, some extra yards after the catch. Put a little juke move on the Orphans' Brooks.
Also on the defensive side for Centralia, they have recovered 11 fumbles. Or excuse me, that was the wrong side. 7 fumbles this year. Johnson and Taylor had 2 each. 9 interceptions for the Orphans this year, with Mr. Koch leading the way with 3. Here's the snap. Handoff is going to go. It's going to be a keeper by Anderson. And he barrels forward for a couple more yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 6. So a very manageable 3rd down situation considering you had 1st and 20.
Had 3rd and very long earlier. This is easy, right?
Easy peasy. 8.5 minutes left to go here in this opening quarter. No score between Collinsville and Centralia. With Collinsville on the move, a very long time of possession here already in the opening drive here of this game. 3rd down and 6 for Collinsville. Anderson in shotgun. And now we're going to have a timeout called. Collinsville wants to talk things over, so we're going to step aside as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler, and Zach Roseman back with you from Centralia High School. Glad that you're with us. A very comfortable Friday night underneath the lights. A couple weeks ago, we were freezing our butts off in Mount Zion. And last week, we had an all-right game. Wednesday night for the soccer game, I had to wear my winter coat, and here I showed up today in a T-shirt. There's a try on the catch. Almost got it off of the referee's back. That one, Pinnell knocked down, and then it bounced off the referee's back, and he almost was able to grab it. So 4th down and 6 coming up here for the Kahawks, and it looks like they're going to go for it.
Pinnell was already juggling it around. It didn't help him that he never saw the umpire there in the middle and kind of collided with him. Not really his fault, though. The catch wasn't made. Pinnell had to leap a little bit and just didn't get it clean enough. Kahawk's going to go for it on 4th down.
So 4th down and 6. Collinsville going for it on 4th down. Devin Habermill comes into the game, and now he's going out. I guess they had too many guys out there. Now Pinnell comes into motion, and another flag on the play as Collinsville is very, very confused because Habermill ran all the way back over to the sideline and then came back out onto the field of play while Pinnell was in motion. So that's a flag, and that might change everybody's mind on the punt here. 3 flags on this first drive for Collinsville. And it's going to bring up a 4th down and 11. He would have been better off just staying off the field and going with 10 guys instead of 11.
Looks like they still might go for it.
Yeah, it looks like they are. Empty backfield, but, Anderson can punt too if he wants to. 3 wide receivers on the far. Pinnell goes into motion, heading that way. Here's a snap and a throw to Pinnell, and Pinnell's got it. He took on one jig move, and he gets back up to the original line of scrimmage. And Collinsville is going to turn the ball over on downs, and Centralia will have their first touch on offense here. That almost took 4 minutes of time off the clock here in the first quarter, but Collinsville has nothing to show for it.
They moved the ball well. A few penalties. Pushed them back. Some confusion, some different stuff here on the offense. Some new guys out there, and just stalled out on them.
Quarterback Carson Green will lead his team onto the field. Carson is a 5'11", 170-pound senior. His premier running back is Amir Johnson, a 5'10", 180-pound senior, and he stands over the right-hand shoulder. Green back to pass on the first play. Takes a pass. That guy came from way down deep in the field, and he was a good 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage over here, kind of in obscurity. That was a complete pass, by the way, to Daryl Jones. He is their leading receiver. 14 catches for 270 yards and 2 touchdowns coming into this one. Green, 80 completions out of 150 tries, 6 touchdowns to go along with 6 interceptions. Here's the handoff to Johnson. Johnson tries the left side and has a little bit of success, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 3 here for Centralia on their first possession.
Just a little bit of running room. Hole closed up on him there with Christian Smith and rolling arms down there.
Wide receivers for Centralia include Daryl Jones, Cam Newcomb, Jacob Brooks, and Xavier Koch. Split running backs now on either side of the quarterback, Carson Green. He's going to go back to pass. He looks down the middle. He throws it down the middle. He's got a man open, but he overthrows everybody. That pass was intended for Camden Newcomb, but overthrew him and his opposing number 5, Darren Pinnell. And that is going to bring up 4th down here for Centralia, and we'll see how they want to run things on 4th down.
Big coverage by Pennell. We end up with Newcomb like he's just going to streak up, and he cuts it inside, and Pennell stays with him. Looks like Centralia shows that they're at least going to go for it.
Yeah,
at least
looking like it. And they're going to try to draw Collinsville offside because they need about 4 yards. An offside penalty will, of course, give them 5 and a 1st down. Play clock still has 25 seconds on it, so no danger there. As Green looks over to his head coach, Brad Goway, and gets a new set of signals. Now it looks like he's ready to go, and now Centralia is going to call a timeout. So each team has used a timeout here early in this first quarter, so we'll take a timeout as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
After a timeout, Centralia looking like they're going to go for it. They have a man back deep again. They're going to throw a pass behind the line of scrimmage, and that man is going to get enough for a 1st down, maybe.
Just short,
maybe. I mean, all depends on the spot. And right now, the referee on the far sideline is standing right on the 45, and that's exactly where they needed to go. And the man with the white hat says, "Move the chains." So 1st down for Centralia, and they'll have a new set of plays in which to work with, and they get that hurry-up offense going on here. Empty backfield, 3 wide receivers far too near. Green, back to pass, throws, but throws high, and that was almost a late hit there as that pass was intended for Xavier Koch, and Collinsville's rolling arms got lucky that he didn't get pegged with a penalty flag there.
Yeah, pushing him down, especially after he leaped in the air there. You could call him defenseless or something if you wanted to, but
yeah.
Left the flags in their pocket there. 2nd down.
Green in shotgun once again. 3 wide receivers remain on the far side. Here is Green. He's going to try to keep the ball. He does a little hop over the middle and picks up about 5 of the 10 yards that he needed. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. Defensively for Collinsville on the line, you have Devin Habermill, Kristen Smith, and Max Link. Your linebackers are Thomas Hare, Eric Stuber, rolling arms, Zay Norton, and Michael Tongay tonight without Mondre Kroom being here. And your secondary is Colby Anderson, Darren Pennell, and Isaiah Gordon. Green passes again. This time it's complete. That's going to be good enough for a 1st down to Daryl Jones. And Jones, again, got exactly what he needed.
Yep, the throw was right to where they needed it to be. Chase Reynolds didn't let him get any extra yardage, but enough for the 1st down.
Yep, so they move the chains once again, and the Orphans are now in Collinsville territory at the Kahok 45-yard line. We have 6:27 left to play here in this first quarter. No score between Collinsville and Centralia. Here is a handoff. It goes to Amir Johnson. He cuts it up that right side, and he'll get about 4 yards on the play before he is finally brought down at the 41-yard line. 2nd down and 6 coming up for Centralia.
Just a big battle in the trenches here. Hope this defensive line, the Chaos, can hold them a little more.
2nd down and 6. Here's the snap. Green back to pass. Throws to the near side and overthrows everyone again. Daryl Jones, again, the intended receiver. He was being covered by Colby Anderson. Green has a little case of the overthrows here so far tonight.
Yeah, but Havermill got in there and ended up knocking him down. Made quarterback rush the throw.
So 3rd down and 6 coming up here for the Kahawks. They are here in their purple trousers with the white jerseys, purple numbers, logo on the side of their white helmet in purple. As Green goes back to pass again, he gets flushed out of the pocket. He's on the move, and that allows Habermill, I believe, to come up from behind him. That was not Habermill. That was Christian Smith who ended up tracking him down from behind. So another 4th down situation here for Centralia. 4th and 6, and looks like they're going to go for it once again.
Yeah, they went for it back on their own end. Go for it here again.
Centralia all decked out in red, trimmed in a little white. They have the numbers on their helmets on both sides, as they look to go for it again on 4th down and 6. 3 wide receivers over here on the near side. Now we have another timeout called by Centralia. Wow. 2 timeouts used here in this first quarter. So they are down to 1 left. We'll see if that comes back and haunts them a little bit later on, but never mind a timeout on the field, and we will step aside for a moment as well. Back after a timeout on the Kahok Sports Network.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk family.
Todd Duke, Chris Keller, and Zach Roseman back with you from Centralia High School. Evers Field is the name of this turf that we are playing on. This is real grass. They do a really good job here keeping this thing very well manicured. I walked out there to interview the coach, and it was kind of just like walking on turf. Man comes into motion from far to near. Here is the snap. Green. He's back to pass. He gets flushed out again. He throws on the run. He's got a man up the far sideline, and he's gone and pushed out of bounds right before he gets into the end zone, and that's going to be down at the 2-yard line. And a big catch and run there by Camden Newcomb from Carson Green. 1st and goal for Centralia.
Clock was ticking there for Centralia. They were about out of time there, and they make the connection for the big play. Colby Anderson pushes them out of bounds.
2nd down and 10. Johnson gets the carry, and he is immediately taken down by Collinsville, and Devin Habermill with the 2-yard loss on the play for Centralia. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line instead of the 2.
Nice to push him back there a bit. Habermill sealing off that left side of Centralia.
There's another handoff to Johnson. This time he goes up the middle, and he's in for a touchdown. So for the 2nd week in a row, Collinsville finds themselves down early, 6-0, pending the extra point try here by Will Graham.
Number 12, Will Graham. Set to attempt the extra point.
Graham awaits the snap. It's down and on the way, and the kick is good. So a 7-0 early lead here by Centralia has the Orphans on the board first. Collinsville will get the ball back on the ensuing kickoff, which will come your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
So a 5-yard touchdown run by Amir Johnson has given the Centralia Orphans a 7-0 lead. As once again, Will Graham due to kickoff. And Darren Pinnell, along with Isaiah Gordon, back deep, and that ball is going out of the end zone, man. That's a whale of a leg that this kid Will Graham has.
Yeah, he kicked that all the way to the back line of the end zone.
Yeah, hit the very back line of the end zone. We haven't seen that too much.
Well, Centralia gets a couple of 4th down conversions, keeps the drive going, and the second 4th down conversion sets them up easy for the touchdown. Time for the Cavs to answer.
Yeah, last year, Collinsville beat Centralia 59-21 at Kahok Stadium. Anderson was the quarterback then as well, 12 of 15, 179 yards and 5 touchdowns. He had another 82 yards running the ball. Richardson had 18 carries for 169 yards. Here's a handoff to Norton, and he gets met in the backfield, and he is not going to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Indecision there.
That's going to bring up a second down and 11 after the 1 yard loss on the play.
Play just a little slow to develop. I don't know if Colby really ever wanted to hand it off, and Orphan players are there in time when Norton has the ball.
Yeah. So second down and 11. Anderson in shotgun. He'll roll out to his right. Looks on the sideline. Trying to hit the man on the run. He's got him. Oh, what a catch there.
Kylan Jordan.
By Kylan Jordan. A big play. Collinsville into Centralia territory all the way down to the Orphans' 41-yard line.
Great adjustment back to the ball for Jordan. Gets a few yards after the catch also. Colby ain't afraid to air it out.
Oh, no.
He can throw it down there.
5 touchdowns against this team last year at Kahok Stadium, so you know he's not afraid to do that.
It's not often teams able to go their backup quarterback who was the previous 3 years starter.
I know. That's kind of a luxury we have here at Collinsville, so hopefully that'll work out for us very well tonight. Here is Anderson in shotgun again. He's going to roll out, and he's going to try that left side. He has positive yardage, and it looks like he has about 9 of the 10 that he needed, and he's going to be real close to a first down.
They might give him the first down. We'll see where it gets spotted. George Lopez with the block on that left side. Allows Colby to get through there. They're going to at least look at this and give him the first down.
Give him the first down with 3:18 left to play here in this opening quarter. 7-0 in favor of Centralia, but Collinsville is on the move. McCluskey and McIntyre on the far side. Pennell and Jordan over here on the near side. The handoff goes to Norton up the middle. Norton's got some positive room and bowls over one guy and gets stopped by the one that was waiting behind me, but that's a nice pickup of about 8 yards there, and it'll bring up a second down and 2 for Collinsville.
We should take that every time. 8 yards is hard to bring down.
2:45 left to play here in this opening quarter. Collinsville trailing 7-0, but the Kahawks are on the move, looking to even this thing out. 3 wide receivers over on the far side. This time it is McIntyre in the slot. Here's a handoff. It goes up the middle again to Norton, and Norton gets pushed across the 20-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down, and the Kahawks are in the red zone.
Little slow developing there, and kind of ended up running back a few of the offensive linemen there, but last ping there and ended up getting them the extra yardage over the 20-yard line in the red zone for the first down.
Kahawks break huddle with 2:15 left to play here in this first quarter. McCluskey lines up as a wide receiver on the far side. McIntyre in the slot over there. Darren Pennell in the slot on this side. Roland Arms is now the running back. He'll come in. Fake handoff to him. Anderson keeps it, and he gets to the 20-yard line, and that's about it.
And there was nothing on that side there. Colby committed to run there, and boom, there's a bunch of traffic on that side.
There is. Looks like Jakice Brown gets up limping a little bit there for Centralia, number 51, holding on to that left knee.
Chance he got stepped on by somebody, possibly Colby.
So second down and 11 after a loss of 1 on the play. Arms stands over the right-hand shoulder of Anderson. Anderson takes a snap, immediately throws it. Oh, Pennell went through his arms, and that is intercepted by Camden Newcomb. And Centralia is going to get the ball back here.
Pass was a little high. There was one to Pennell earlier that wasn't as high, but he wasn't able to catch it, and that one there goes right into the hands of Newcomb.
So Centralia will get the ball back with 1:24 left on the clock here in this first quarter. The Orphans already lead by 7 with a chance to make it more as Carson Green brings his team back out. Empty backfield. 3 wide receivers far, 2 on the near. Here's the snap. Green back to pass. Down the middle it goes. He's got a man wide open. And off to the races is Amir Johnson. He makes a cut heads to the sideline and tries to get around a couple of more players. And Loyal Patterson and Colby Anderson were down there ready to tackle him. All he had to do was kind of just stop. That's a big run. That's a big run after catch there.
Lots of running room after that catch there. Finally did seal it off at about the 10, but Centralia moving quickly here.
They're going to try to run this ball quick before the chains are even set up. They do. They didn't even get the chains down there and get them set up, and they snap that ball. That's quarterback keeper down to the 5-yard line. So, well, it's first and goal, so they don't have to use the chains. That's right. So a couple of yards on that play will bring up a second down and goal from the 5. So Collinsville's defense in a little bit of a kind of a shaky start here in this first quarter. 35 seconds left to go in the quarter. Split backs on either side of Green. Here's a snap, and a handoff is going to go to Johnson. He goes up the middle with it, and he is in for the touchdown. Back-to-back touchdowns by Johnson. And the Orphans 1 extra point away from going up 14-0 here.
Centralia moves the ball down quickly there. They make the most of their possessions. Cahoks stall out with the interception. A couple big plays, and they're cooking. Yeah, defense hasn't been like this at all year.
Not at all. Kick is good. So the Orphans do indeed take a 14-0 lead here on Collinsville, kind of sending a shock along the Kahok bench. Collinsville will get the ball back, though. They'll have 24.9 seconds to play here in this first quarter when they do, after this timeout on the Kahok Sports Network. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. Well, the Cahoks face a 2-touchdown deficit for the first time this season, as Will Graham in that powerful leg is going to take his third kickoff here in this first quarter. And this one is going to go back into the end zone as well, and Pinnell wanted to run it out, but he was about 2 yards deep into the end zone.
Well, you're looking at probably your biggest deficit all year. Time to climb back here. The Cahoks will move the ball well. Just stalled out on the first possession and then the turnover. We were able to overcome turnovers last week.
If you remember correctly, last year Centralia was up 21-19, and when they went up 21-19, they tried that onside kick and they actually recovered it. But 2 plays later, the Cahoks got an interception, and then a minute later, Collinsville scored, went up 25-21, and never looked back after that.
So it's kind of a bit of a slow start in that game, but they did get some scores before they stopped Centralia offensively.
We had a turnover on downs and an interception. Anderson's back to pass. Looks down the middle. He's going to overthrow everyone. That ball looked like it was intended for Kylan Jordan, but he overthrew everyone, including the secondary. So second down and 10 here for Collinsville, as they trail 14-0, and the clock stopped with the incomplete pass. 19.7 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. Centralia, by the way, looking to lock up a playoff berth. It'll be their first playoff berth since they went back-to-back in 2016 and 2017. Pinnell comes into motion, and the handoff is going to go up the middle for Collinsville, and then a little jaunt out here to the outside. Oh, man. Almost took his head off. Zay Norton almost got his head taken off. That's a pickup of about 2 on the play, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and long here for Collinsville.
We'll see that 3rd and long on the other side. It's the end of the quarter.
That is the end of quarter number 1. Quarter number 2 will be heading your way after a brief timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler, Zach Roseman back with you from Evers Field here in Centralia. After one quarter of play, Collinsville finds themselves in very unfamiliar territory so far this year, down by 2 touchdowns. 3rd down and 7 coming up here for Collinsville, as they have the ball at their own 23-yard line. Brand new set of minutes put up on the clock, 12 of them to be exact. And Anderson shouts it out. He's going to pass. He gets flushed out of the pocket. Well, I can't believe he didn't get sacked off of that one. Big run there by Anderson. He's gone up the far sideline, and one man to beat, and then he gets pushed down from behind into orphan territory. First down, Collinsville.
Well, at the end of the play there, he had the right idea to cut it back in. McIntyre nearly got that block on Ross there of Centralia. Made a lot out of nothing there. Chaos moving the ball again. Need a score here.
Yeah, we do. That's for sure. But, no problems really moving the ball except for the 3 penalties that were called on that first drive. And then Collinsville gave the ball up on a 4th down. They couldn't get enough for the first. Here is Anderson. He will sneak it outside, pitch it outside after he ran out of room. And I tell you what, Norton is battling for every yard he could get there. And he might have gotten about 2 on the play when actually he was going to be taken down for a loss at the line, or at least no gain at the line of scrimmage, but he does get 2.
Yeah, that's a hard-fought 2 yards
sure
there.
Sure is.
Definitely making something out of nothing. Good positive play when it looked like it was going to be negative there on 1st down.
So it brings up a 2nd down and 8 for Collinsville as they break huddle. Ball on the Orphans' 37-yard line. 10:50 left to play here in this second quarter. We're just underway in quarter number 2. 3 wide receivers here on this left side. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Arms. Rolling Arms is rolling all the way up to where he needed to get to a 1st down. He's going to be about a yard short. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 1 here for Collinsville.
Some good blocks on the right side. That allows Rolling Arms to get to that side there. I don't know why they stopped the clock there. They wind it again. It'll be 3rd and 1.
No Ethan Bagwell, as everyone knows tonight. He suffered a concussion in the first play of overtime of last week's game. Jerry Richardson on the final play of the game tweaked his hamstring going up for that game-winning 2-point conversion. So he's here tonight, just not dressed. Here's a keeper by Anderson. Boy, he ran into a guy right at the 30-yard line, but kept those legs moving and got just enough to move those chains.
Well, he ran into that guy, Morgan, because he was trying to get past the first guy that got back there. Enough for a 1st down, though.
So Collinsville moves the chains. Kahawks did get into the red zone once. They got it down to the 19-yard line, but haven't been able to do much. And now looking to do more. A fresh set of downs. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Arms. He goes up the middle and gets up to about the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 6.
Kahawks been mixing it up between Arms and Norton, trying to keep them fresh here. They're not used to carrying the whole load of a game. He's usually got Jerry Richardson out there.
Yeah, they're doing a pretty good job of going back and forth between Arms and Norton. Here's the snap, and the handoff is going to go to Arms. He comes up off left tackle and gets up to the 20-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1 after another nice run there by Arms.
Survived the initial hit there and found some extra running room around the left side.
They're limping off the field. We told you earlier that Ja'Kais Brown was holding that knee earlier. Now he's limping off the field. Also kind of holding down that left arm as well. So he's taking some punishment here tonight in this first half. Collinsville breaks huddle. They have one wide receiver over here on the near side. That's McCluskey. As Arms remains the lone setback. It is third down. Or excuse me. There's a snap, and it's going to be a keeper by Anderson, and he'll get up to the 20, and that's about back where the line of scrimmage was. That was third down, and now it's going to be fourth and short.
They got Devin Havermill lining up, not exactly as a tight end because he's behind the line of scrimmage there, and he ran around the left side there. Colby was trying to follow him around, and the Cowboys are going to try for this fourth down.
So fourth down and about 2 to go here for Collinsville. They need to get up to the, looks like the 18-yard line. Ball right now resting on the 20-yard line. So a big fourth down play here for Collinsville. And he has Arms over his right-hand shoulder. 2 wide receivers on the far, one over here on the near. Here's the handoff to Arms. He has a first down, and he barrels his way forward inside the 22, about the 15-yard line. First down, Collinsville.
Nice hole created there with the offensive line there. Needed 1, got about 5.
Yeah. Got enough to move the chains. That's the most important part. Kahawks can get another first down at the 6-yard line. We'll see if they have any intentions of going for the end zone here on this 1st and 10 play.
Looks like Norton's going to be out there now.
Yep. Zay Norton stands over the left shoulder of Anderson. Pinnell is in the slot over on the far side. McCluskey over here on this near side. Here is Anderson with a keeper. He goes up the middle, puts on a little spin move, and gets across the 10-yard line and gets brought down at about the 9.
Big collision there on the far side.
Yeah, I saw that at the end.
Norton.
Yeah.
Gordon and Pinnell falling down, like crashing down to the ground.
Ball is on the 9-yard line. So it's going to bring up a second down and about 3 to go here for a first down. Collinsville trying to get rid of that goose egg on the board. 7 minutes to go here in this second quarter. 14-0 in favor of Centralia. 2 wide receivers here on the near, 1 on the far. And a Anderson pass into the end zone, and that's going to be pass interference at the goal line there as Pinnell had his arm held. He tried to put up both hands to catch the ball, but only one went up because the other one was being held.
We'll take that. It will give the Kahawks the first down with enough yardage.
Should be enough yardage. Should get them inside the 5.
Yep, should bring them from just inside the 10 to just inside the 5. It looks like they need a first down at about the 6. Be a first down for the Cavs. First and goal. Time to punch it in.
Goal. First and goal from the 5.5-yard line here for Collinsville. Well, I believe that was the first flag thrown against Centralia here tonight. 2 wide receivers over there on the far side again. And it's going to be Anderson. He's going to keep it. He tries up left tackle, and he's in for the touchdown, and the Kahawks are on the board.
Got a nose to the end zone. You get Colby Anderson close. He's going to find it there. He can't be denied, just like the final touchdown last week. Good answer by the Kahawks after Centralia went up 2 scores. Moved the ball well, first 2 possessions, and now finally find the end zone here in the 3rd possession.
There is Andrew Chai. And Pinnell the holder. Ball is on the way, and the kick is good. So Collinsville gets one of those touchdowns back, and it is 14-7 in favor of Centralia. And the Orphans will get their hands on the ball for the first time here in this second quarter, and we will tell you all about it next on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune.
Andrew Chai ready to kick things off here for Collinsville after a 5-yard touchdown run by Colby Anderson. Makes it 14-7 Centralia with 6:38 left to play here in the second. So we'll see the return men for the first time here tonight for Centralia. That one's going to go a little bit shallow, and it's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And off to the races goes Camden Newcomb, and Chai trying to track him down. He's not going to do it. That is a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by Camden Newcomb.
Wow, why did we kick the ball to that guy? That was the fastest returner I've seen all year.
That is just crazy.
That was unbelievable how speedy he was. And if they hadn't seen that on film, I don't know what they were looking at. Don't ever kick the ball to that guy.
Nope. Not anymore. Like Jerry Richardson wearing a red uniform out there.
That was just straight speed up the middle, and he was untouched for 90 yards.
Sure was. Here once again is Will Graham for the extra point try, and that one is right down the middle. And just like that, Collinsville is down by 2 touchdowns again. Just seconds after Collinsville gets on the board for the first time. So another timeout coming your way, and Collinsville will get the ball back after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
Back here at Evers Field in Centralia, a little bit of shock on the opposite sideline there where all the Kahok faithful has shown up. Just a mere 12 seconds after Collinsville makes this a 1-touchdown game. The Orphans get a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown from Camden Newcomb, and just like that, the Orphans are back out in front by 2 touchdowns. Here's the kickoff. This one's going to go into the wind, and Collinsville's Darren Pinnell is going to take it at the 8-yard line. He comes up, cuts it up the middle. He gets past one and did not get past the last one, and he was taken down right before he could get to the 30-yard line on a big open field tackle there by Keaton Morgan.
Well, Centralia's defense didn't get any rest, and they weren't able to stop the Cahoks last time, so tried for some shots here down the field, I think, if they're still tired, the Centralia defense.
6:20 left to play here in this second quarter. Collinsville trailing 21-7. And the Kahawks with the ball. 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Anderson is in shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll hand the ball off to Norton. Norton goes up the middle. Anderson kept it and gets it up to the 30-yard. That was a nice fake.
Yeah, I was faked out too.
Yeah. Gain of a yard on the play.
Wish Norton would have had it.
I know.
He made some guys miss, but I guess they keyed in that he didn't have the ball, so it might not have gone that well.
Yeah. .547 left to play here in this second quarter. Kahawks trailing by 2. Norton stands over the right shoulder of Anderson. He takes the snap, and Anderson's going to run with it. He tries that right side. He's got some room. He's going to go head toward the sideline where he's finally brought down after he picks up a first down and about 14 yards on the carry.
Big block on the right side there was Thomas Kohler way out there that gave Colby the chance to get that first down and a couple extra yards on Jordan's block.
So Collinsville moving the ball again. You can see Jerry Richardson right down the 50-yard line. Standing there, he's got his jersey on with some street clothes underneath. Now he's walking up and down the sideline, but not playing tonight. Here's Anderson back to pass. He throws down the far sideline. He's got a man open. Oh, almost a catch. Unable to hold on was Kylan Jordan. Thought for a minute he was going to come down and cradle that ball and then hit the ground, but on his way down, he couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, he went up for it, made a good catch up over the defender, and just didn't bring it back down into his body there as they had a little contact.
That'll stop the clock with 5:25 left to play here in this first half. Don't forget we have the Woods Basement Systems halftime show coming up at halftime. We'll round up some scores for you. One game is already a final. As we conclude the regular season tonight across the state of Illinois. Here's Anderson with a keeper. He's got some room, and then a shoestring tackle over there on that far sideline. And that might have been a touchdown saving tackle there by Cam Tomljanovich as he got a hold of Anderson's sneaker and didn't let go.
Yeah, if he gets past Tomljanovich, Colby Anderson's probably gone.
Yeah. Third down and short. About 2 yards to go here for Collinsville. Ball on the 47-yard line of the Orphans. 4:50 left to play here in this second quarter. Anderson takes the snap, runs forward. He's trying to get that first down, and he does. Brought down there in the middle of the field by Keaton Morgan once again. And Collinsville will move the chains.
Just the one drop pass, but all plays so far for Collinsville have been positive and significantly positive. So defense here is pretty tired of the Orphans.
Yeah.
They've been out there for a long time, most of this entire quarter.
McCluskey lines over here on this far side, or this near side. Here's the snap. Anderson back to pass, and he threw it a little bit too far to the outside of Pennell. Pennell got his hands on it, but he had to reach out so far that the momentum took him down. He got a couple of yards on the play, but you know, Pennell wanted to catch that and run with it.
Yeah, he just didn't want to catch it going towards the sideline there. He wants to stay in bounds and not go out of bounds and have it incomplete anyway, so he makes the catch but falls to the ground.
Coming up on 4 minutes to go here in this first half. Collinsville trailing 21-7. Kahawks are on the move in Orphans territory. Second down and 8. Here's a handoff to Norton. Norton goes up the middle, a little bit offset to the right-hand side, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards. It'll be third and short here for the Kahawks as the ball is placed down on the Centralia 35.
Yeah, it was about 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Collinsville had that possession and went down and scored here, and they have had everything except for the kickoff return.
Yeah.
Centralia defense has been out there the whole quarter.
That is that kickoff return right now is a backbreaker.
Not if you get down here and score.
Oh, I know. Right now it kind of looms large because you just felt good about yourselves by scoring your own touchdown, and then 12 seconds later you give up a big 90-yard kickoff return. Third down and short. Anderson's going to keep it again. He has a first down as he darts around to the right side, gets across the 30, and they'll put him down at the 29-yard line, and Collinsville picks up another first down.
You got so many guys going both ways here, and Kahok's working so hard out here on offense. Trying to get back in this game. We'll see how it ends up when the Kahok defense has come back out there.
6 players going both ways for Centralia, offense and defense.
Right, so it's going to be a problem for them too.
Yeah. Rolling arms now in at running back over the right-hand shoulder of Anderson. Pennell goes into motion, and he's going to get the direct toss from Anderson right off the snap, and he puts on a spin move across the 20 and gets just enough for a first down. Needed 10, got 11. First down, Collinsville.
We're so close to just getting past him. Centralia, little things that grab onto him there from the backside each time to stop him, but Kahok's still moving the ball.
That was that play that almost worked against Charleston a few weeks ago, and Pennell got that toss from Bagwell while he was in motion. and went all the way down and scored with a couple of nice moves, but a penalty brought that back. Kahok's line up with two wide receivers over here on this near side. Pinnell lines up in the slot. Anderson's going to keep it again. He tries the right side again. He jumps and hurdles one of the would-be tacklers and gets the ball up to about the 13-yard line. So a pickup of about 5 on the play will make it a 2nd down and 5.
Kohler again with a good block on the right side there, and also the center, Kingan. Offensive line doing their job for the Cahoks.
Kingan was our featured former Collinsville Raider today on the Facebook page. Wore number 77 back in his Kahok days, now wearing number 74. 6'3", 340 pounds. There's rolling arms as the lone running back, and he's going to get the handoff. He's going to go up the left-hand side. He's got some room. He heads toward the corner. Touchdown, Collinsville.
No flags on the play. It's going to be a touchdown for the Cahoks. Good eyes by rolling arms there, knowing he didn't have to keep that up the middle. Norton on the outside with a block, and then releases the guy before they gets turned around, and Cahoks answer with a touchdown here.
That was much needed.
Much needed. And let's just not kick off to Newcomb again.
Yeah, let's not do that anymore.
Here with only minute 23 to go in this quarter.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see a squib kick from here on out.
Out of bounds.
Yeah. There is Chai with the extra point try, and that one is right down the middle and good. So Collinsville gets that touchdown back, but they still trail by 1 touchdown as the Orphans will get the ball back with 1 minute, 23 seconds left to play here in this first half, and we'll be back to tell you about that next possession in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes that bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
Back here at Centralia, Todd Duke, that's me, Chris Kettler.
That's me, yeah. Okay, what are we doing here?
I'm pointing at you, telling you to.
I see. What are you pointing at?
Zach Roseman doesn't have a microphone, but he's standing here right next to me, so we appreciate everybody being here with us tonight. As the Kahawks have gotten to within a touchdown here, 21-14. And we'll see how they want to handle this kickoff now as Chai puts his right foot into it. And it's going to be a little roller. It's going to roll all the way down. Is it going to go in the end zone? No, they're going to have to pick it up at the 1 yard line. They do. Collinsville gets a chance here to make a big play, and that they do as the ball is down at the 7 yard line.
They kicked that time to Johnson, and it rolled past him. He's the one who let it roll in the end zone. All you got to do is have it roll into the end zone.
Got to touch the white line.
Yeah, just touch that white line, and it's automatically a touchback.
It didn't.
No matter if it's in the air or if it rolls all the way there, it didn't do that, and Johnson had to do something with it. So
yeah, because if Johnson doesn't pick it up, Collinsville can take it in for a touchdown.
Yeah. Well, you would recover it. It's just like it would just be down where you recover it, and they would have it at the half-yard line. But Centralia's offense out here for the first time, and there's only a minute left in this quarter.
Yeah.
First time this quarter, I mean.
First time this quarter, the Centralia's had the ball, and they start deep in their own territory. Here's a run up the middle by Johnson, and he gets a couple of positive yards before Collinsville stops him at the 10-yard line. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and about 8 to go as we approach the final minute.
I think the Cahoks might use their timeouts here.
They just did. There's a flag on the play.
Oh, that's why they stopped.
Yeah. I just saw it. Looks like it's going to be against us. Face mask call against Collinsville, so that'll be a first down. No, a 5-yard penalty. So
it's not even enough for a first down.
No,
yet.
It's not, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 2.
But the Cahoks might want to try to use their timeouts to get the ball back. Since
Centralia
Centralia will start with the second half ball.
Yep.
But
Centralia deferred after winning the coin toss. The Orphans let Collinsville have first crack on offense. So the Orphans will get the ball to start the second half as they break huddle. 2nd down and 2 for Centralia. Ball on their own 15-yard line. Here's the snap. Green back to pass. He looks, he throws, and it's too far for the intended receiver, which was Camden Newcomb. Newcomb was the one who busted that 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, and it's going to be 3rd and short here for Centralia with 1 minute and 1 second left here in this first half.
Yeah, definitely use a timeout here if you get a stop.
Yeah,
there.
they stopped the clock themselves there with that incomplete pass, but I would agree. You stop them here on 4th down, use that timeout. You get good field position.
This defense of Centralia is tired. They've played basically the whole quarter, and
well, you got 6 of those tired defensemen out there playing offense right now.
Yeah, that too.
2 wide receivers far, 1 near. Here's the snap, and a pass comes over here for Newcomb. He's across the 20, and he gets taken out of bounds at his own bench. That'll be good enough to move the chains. And the out-of-bounds play will stop the clock with 55.4 seconds left to play here in this first half.
Is he out of bounds, or he just moved the chains and we're winding?
I thought he ran out of bounds. I don't know.
Yes, that seems to be the case.
Yeah.
Clock stays.
Clock stops. And the snap is a direct handoff that goes to Johnson. He comes to the sideline and once again runs out of bounds, but not before he just bowls over Loyal Patterson there right at the Centralia bench.
Yeah, Loyal out there getting some playing time. He was a little disappointed he didn't play in the freshman game last night, but I said, we need you for varsity, and he's getting some good playing time here tonight.
Yeah, he is. That just got added to the roster right before the Granite City game. Green comes from the sideline into the huddle with the play, called by head coach Brad Goway. As a deep wide receiver stands back on the 15-yard line. Looks like an XFL play. Play comes to the sideline, and that is overthrown. It was intended for Newcomb, and that was just a simple little float pass that he needed to throw it out there, and he put a little too much on it and under it.
They're lining up like a Canadian Football League play, except for in that league you can start running up the line. But that's what they do. They go all the way back and get a good running start. And that's how Jones out of Centralia is lining up. They've done some plays, passing the ball back to him.
You were allowed to have a man in motion, so I don't understand why he doesn't start running. He's about 15 yards off the line of scrimmage. I don't know. I do not know. Jacob Brooks lines up as a wide receiver over on the far side, along with Daryl Jones.
So, so it's 3rd down again here now, so you have to stop here. You could still be looking at this getting the ball back with
3rd down and 4.
Again.
Here's a bumbled snap. It goes to Johnson, and Johnson's not going to get a first down, and then a late flag comes in. That was right at the point of tackle.
Might get another face mask here.
Are we really?
Right there in the area of the tackle.
Yep.
They get rolling arms on the face mask.
5-yard penalty again, and that's going to give Centralia another first down. 2 first downs off of 2 face mask penalties here on this drive.
I never thought Centralia was necessarily going for it here in this possession, but it keeps getting positive plays here, and they still got their timeout.
Yeah, they do. They have that 1 timeout left. There's 43 seconds left on the clock. Clock keeps on stopping with either first downs or out-of-bounds plays, or in that case, a flag. As the Orphans break huddle, they'll send 3 wide receivers over here to the near side, 2 to the far, empty backfield, so it looks like Centralia wants a good chunk of yardage right here on this play. Here is Green. He steps up, he throws down the middle, and he throws it into the turf. I believe was intended for Amir Johnson, but it was nowhere near him.
Was it close enough to him, though, to
it bounced probably 7 yards in front of him.
Yeah, I guess that's probably close enough. You're not going to call grounding.
Stops the clock with 38 seconds left. 2nd down and 10 coming up here for Centralia. Green has his play from the sidelines, brings it into the huddle. Two wide receivers line up over on the far side. One over here, that's Newcomb. One lone running back, that is Johnson. He gets the ball and heads toward the near sideline, cuts it up the middle, misses, makes a couple of Kahawks miss, and then he'll barrel his way forward to about the 45-yard line. So it's going to bring up a second down and about 4 to go as time continues to run. No one seems to be in a hurry to call a timeout. But the Orphans break huddle quickly, so they're going to try to get off one more play. And again, empty backfield. Watch for the long pass downfield. Here's Green. He has plenty of time. He rolls, he throws, he has a man off of the face mask of the intended receiver. Almost popped up off of Doyle's face mask and almost had enough air underneath it for a pickoff attempt there by Darren Pinnell, but it didn't go up high enough. 5.6 seconds left on the clock.
This is 4th down, so
4th down and about 4 to go for a first down here for Centralia.
Centralia just going to heave the ball down the field. I don't know how far the quarterback can get it.
I don't know either. I haven't seen him throw real hard,
real
long.
Trickeration here.
Could
Laterals.
Be ready for everything. That's what I'd tell the team. Be ready for anything. 2 wide receivers on the far side. And a couple of running backs, or 1 running back, and now Green's just going to keep it. He'll run toward his own bench, and he'll get tackled there. And that'll be the end of the first half of play. 21-14 in favor of Centralia after one half, as we welcome you in to the halftime show brought to you by Woods Basement Systems. All things basementy since 1986. Woods Basement Systems, give them a call at their Collinsville office at 618-708-4055. We'll track down some scores for you here and bring those to you as the Woods Basement Systems halftime show is upon us here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Ogle with Ogle Auctions, and we hope you are enjoying tonight's game, and go Kahawks. Hey, check us out. Every Sunday night, we have an online auction at www.ogleauctions.com. Everything from grandma's china to grandma's motorcycle helmet, it's all here at Ogle Auctions every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Check us out, and we will see you soon.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more.
Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pit master. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces that support our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop by and see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time World Championship Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com. And we welcome you back into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show here at Centralia. 21-14. The Orphans lead your Collinsville Cahoks after one half in the books. We'll give you some scores here in just a moment, but first, we'll let you go ahead and listen to the Centralia Orphans marching band here on the Kahok Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, the marching band of the Centralia Orphans. Pretty nice show they put on there as we continue with the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. Here it is 21-14 as we are minutes away from the third quarter getting underway. Elsewhere, already one game in the books. It was an early start as Hickman down to Belleville West by a score of 22-0. Everything else still going on. Alton and Althoff are tied 7-7 at halftime. Right now, Highland over Effingham 21-7. Central taking care of Heron at the moment 13-3. CBC all over Edwardsville 31-17. Waterloo has the same 31 points. Freeburg has 14. Redbud blanking East Alton Wood River right now 14-0. It is Belleville East over Granite City 34-0. Mater Dei and Mount Zion are tied at 21 at halftime. Speaking of 21, that's what Triad has as they battle Lincoln, and right now the Railers have 0 points on the board. East St. Louis is handling DeSmet right now 32-7. Jerseyville is over Columbia 6-0. Carlisle 26-22 right now over Red Hill, and Muscuda right now taking care of Carbondale 36-14. That is a look at your Woods Basement Systems halftime show. All things basementy. Give Woods Basement System a call there at their main office in Collinsville. That number again, 618-708-4055. Third quarter action comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network. Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is the new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmers markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And just off of the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream, gelato, house-made recipes, and premium-sourced products. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, only in Collinsville, Illinois. Are you looking to update the appeal of your home's interior? Look no further than Hayden Interiors, LLC. Hayden Interiors, LLC is owned and operated by former Kahok graduate Nick Hayden. Hayden Interiors, LLC will help you get that new look that you want for your home. Flooring, baseboards, doorways, as well as interior renovations or interior additions, kitchen, living room, bedroom, hallways, basements, stairways. Let Hayden Interior LLC help you find the look that you want. Call Nick Hayden today at Hayden Interiors LLC, 618-772-6790 for your free estimate. Hayden Interiors LLC, on budget, on time, every time. That's Hayden Interiors LLC. Call Nick at 618-772-6790. Once again, we welcome you back to Evers Field here at Centralia High School. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler, Zach Roseman along with you, and we're glad that you're with us on a very comfortable Friday evening here as we go headstrong into the end of October. Can't believe it's already October 21st, man. 10 days, and it's going to be Halloween. 21-14 is our score here as we are about ready to begin the third quarter. And Chris Kettler, what does Collinsville have to do to make sure they pull out a victory here in this one? Whoops, sorry. That helps.
Yeah, well, you got to get a stop here defensively here. You got to kick the ball off here to Centralia to start second half. So we got to set the tone defensively that we can stop them here. Of course, the best defense so far has been that our offense has been out there a lot. Unfortunately, that came at the cost of that kickoff return. So we got to set some tone defensively here and get some stops here. And the offense is clicking. They're moving the ball well. I like the chances to come back if the defense can do their job. They've been here all year, and we need them to keep coming.
That we do, and Centralia will get the ball on offense to start off quarter number 3. And a little Collinsville stop on this first possession of the third quarter and come back and see if we can tie this game up and then take it from there.
Exactly what we need. We need to set the tone defensively. It's not like game on Zion where I said, let's get the ball first to go down and score and set that tone. But now we got to set the tone defensively here for this second half.
As we mentioned, Centralia will get the ball back first, which means Andrew Chai has to kick it off once again. And after that 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, the very next kickoff Chai handled, he put it low, and it rolled all the way down to the 1-yard line, where finally the running return man for Centralia had to pick it up and move it forward, and just got back to the 7-yard line, and Centralia couldn't get anything going there in the final 2 minutes of that second quarter. The return men have moved up a little bit. One of them stands at the 10, the other one closer to the 15.
The Canucks have done this huddle here, and they're just all bunched up, and now they move out. So Centralia just preventing from any kind of kickoff here.
Chai has the wind at his back and puts his leg into one. It's high, it's end over end, and caught at the 2-yard line by Johnson. Johnson comes up the middle, and he's not going to get any farther than about the 30-yard line after a gang of tacklers for Collinsville helps to bring him down. So the Orphans will start 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line here to begin play in the third quarter.
Centralia will start here, so let's get a stop here. Maybe a turnover of some kind.
That would be nice. There's only been one turnover in this game thus far, and that was an interception by Colby Anderson. Right through the hands of Darren Pinnell and into the arms of the secondary. Here is Green, and he darts up the middle, the quarterback does, and he'll pick up some positive yardage. You'll get about 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 4 as we are underway here in the third quarter.
The play Centralia is win too much there. Quarterback keeper gets them 5, start this third quarter.
2nd down and 5 after they spot the ball, so he got about half of that.
Nowhere to run there. Colby Anderson comes up and gets that tackle.
Yeah, there's a busted play if I ever saw one. That's going to be a loss of those 5 yards they got on 1st down. So 3rd down and 10 coming up here for Collinsville.
Daryl Jones came in motion there, and he had nowhere to go.
I forgot to turn up his microphone. That's about it.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, somebody's asking if there's any issue with the audio, and I mean, I forgot to turn up your microphone when I asked you a question, but I was on it like 2 seconds later. So hopefully everybody can hear. I just had to turn up my phone a second ago to make sure, because the game I'm watching on my phone is about 30 seconds delayed or so I can actually turn up my volume on my phone and hear that I'm actually hearing myself. 10:32 left to play here in this third quarter. We're just underway in quarter number 3. 3rd down and 9 here. Big 3rd down play coming up here for Collinsville, trying to get this ball back and limiting the Orphans and their yardage attack. Here's a pass, and it's fired, but that's going to be a sandwich gang tackle by Arms and Anderson, and only a gain of about 5 on the play, and we're going to have to see what the Orphans are going to do. We have not seen a punt yet in this game.
No, they've had a couple 4th downs, win for it both times.
Looks like they're going for it here, too. 4th down and 5.
He's going to show it here, maybe try to get the Canucks to jump.
Yeah.
Now they're going to bring the punt team out.
Now they're bringing the punt team out, and it is going to be Will Graham, who handles the kickoffs and the extra point duty. But the Orphans, they were running out of time, so they had to call a timeout. So we'll take a timeout right along with them, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500. Back here at Centralia High School, Orphans are going to punt. Pinnell stands back at his 25-yard line and awaits the punt. It is high, and Pinnell's going to let it bounce, and then he's going to walk away from it. It's going to take a Collinsville roll back the other direction, and Collinsville will have it 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line, so almost the same starting field position Centralia had on their first possession here in the second half. Collinsville will have pretty much the same amount of yardage to make up here.
Yeah, offense moved the ball well the last 2 drives, getting touchdowns. They moved the ball well all 4 drives, really. Just stalled out there after some penalties on the first drive and the interception on the second drive.
9:40 left to play here in this third quarter. Collinsville gets their hands on the ball offensively for the first time. They line up with 3 wide receivers on the left side, 1 on the right side. Anderson in shotgun. He'll hand the ball off to Norton. Norton up the middle. He gets out of the tackle. He's still on the move into orphan territory and finally brought down at the Centralia 43-yard line. Big play there.
Got through the hole very well there. Had 2 guys in front of him and really kept them at bay for a while, and then it was chased down from behind. Great gain on first down for Kahok.
Sure was. Again, they line up with 3 wide receivers over here on this near side. McCluskey is closest to us. Pinnell is in the slot. Anderson takes the snap, hands the ball off to Norton once again. Tries the right side, has some room. He's going up the sideline, and they're going to slow him down. He stops at about the 11, and they push him out of bounds at the 10. I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to stop and let them all go past him so he could keep on running, but that didn't work out very well. But still, that was another nice run.
That was like what he did for the first play there. They're kind of over pursuing, staying in front of him, and he's got enough yardage to keep going up the field, so all the way down to the 11 on 2 plays.
So Collinsville in business in the red zone. They have the ball right outside of the 10-yard line at the 11. They can get another first down at about the 1.5-yard line. So first down and 10 for Collinsville. They bring in Roland Arms now as the running back. He'll stand over the left-hand shoulder of Colby Anderson. 2 wide receivers on the far side, but Colby's going to keep it. Darts up the left side, comes back toward the middle, and gets inside the 10. They'll bring him down at about the 7-yard line.
Trying for the misdirection there. Roland Arms leading him the right side. Colby looking for some running room around the left side. That worked for the last touchdown as Roland Arms found the running room on the left side.
And they had spelled Norton for a while. He had a couple of nice big runs there. Needed to go to the sideline and get a little breather. Collinsville breaks huddle, 2nd down and 6. Like I said, the Collinsville Cowboys can get a first down inside the 2-yard line. But right now they're more worried about getting that score. Here's the snap, and it's going to be a handoff to Arms. He tries the right side, gets up to the 5-yard line before he is finally pushed back. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 3 to go here for a first down for Collinsville.
A big 3rd down.
Another big 3rd down.
See what kind of set they go with here. Norton really set it up to drive him down here, but they're going to stick with Arms.
He'll stand over the right-hand shoulder of Anderson. McCluskey, the lone wide receiver over here on the near side. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Arms. He's up the middle, and he bowls in, and that's a touchdown, Collinsville.
Great penetration to get through the hole there. He was at least looking at the first down as he fell forward, fell in the end zone here, and the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game.
We sure are. How about that?
Just a picture-perfect start to this 3rd quarter, defensive stop, and then drive right down for the touchdown.
I'm pretty sure that's just what we asked for, wasn't it?
That's what I was planning.
I think I like that part. Here's the snap. Pinnell holds. Kick is on the way, and the kick is good. And we are tied. Brand new ball game, 21-21. Orphans will get their 2nd chance here in this 3rd quarter right after we return from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Back here at Centralia High School, Todd Duke, Chris Keller, Zach Roseman along with you. We have fun. We try to.
Yeah, we're having lots of fun up here.
Yeah. Andrew Chai ready for another kickoff. 2 men back deep once again. One of those is Mr. Amir Johnson. This time they're going to keep it on the ground, and it's going to go past Johnson. It's going to roll all the way to the 5-yard line. He's going to pick it up and try to run with it, and he's not going to get very far. He'll get a couple more yards, and the Orphans will have to start deep in their own territory at their 7-yard line.
So just like the kickoff earlier there, Johnson has trouble getting to it last time. That one time before, he tried to let it roll the end zone. Much more dangerous play there for Centralia this time. And they'll start inside their own 10.
Yeah, that's the thing about a football, man. Once it hits the ground, it doesn't roll like a typical ball does. It'll take all kinds of twists and turns and bounce to the left and bounce to the right. And
if the kicking team can get down there and recover it, it's gone the necessary 10 yards, and they can still recover it.
Yeah. So we are tied at 21. Brand new ball game here, and Collinsville's defense needs another nice hold here as Centralia starts deep in their own territory. Here is Green, takes the snap, hands the ball off to Johnson. Johnson tries that left side and finds a little bit of room, but only gets about a yard on the play, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 9.
Arms with a little bit of the tackle from behind, but some guys front facing him there, and yeah, not much of a gain there.
2nd down and 9 as Green has to come all the way from the sideline with the play. Takes it back to the huddle, but they just now started the play clock. And they break huddle with plenty of time left to get that play off. Wide receiver comes out here to the near side. That's Jacob Brooks. One more over on the far side. Green stands in shotgun, takes the snap, going back to throw. Throws over to Brooks. Brooks catches it at the 10-yard line, and he is not going to get much farther than that. Another tackle there by Loyal Patterson, and Patterson got a stiff arm to the face and still managed to bring down the runner.
Good job by the freshman there. Pushed him out of bounds there, short of the 1st down. Loyal Patterson with a good job.
Brings up a 3rd down and about 3 to go here for a 1st down. They need to get to the 19-yard line for the 1st down.
Third and 2. See if we can't make him punt again.
Brooks again lines up out here as a wide receiver. Now he's joined by Camden Newcomb, so empty over there on the left side of that formation. Here's the handoff. It goes to Johnson up the middle. I don't think he got enough. He looks like he might be a yard short.
Yeah, I'm seeing something there, kind of sending extra guys, expecting Centralia to run it, and it's going to be a 4th down. What are they going to do?
4th down and about 1, a very long one to go. And this deep in their territory, man, if you don't make this, you're just asking for trouble. I'm sure that the first order of business is to see if you can make Collinsville jump offside. And then we'll see if they want to stick with the game plan from there.
Collinsville went for a 1st down like this in Charleston earlier in the year and didn't get that.
There's the handoff. It goes to Johnson, and he might have gotten there. I think he might have gotten there after he was tripped. That trip allowed him to fall forward, and he got just enough for a 1st down. That'll move the chains for Centralia.
Yeah, it's disastrous if you don't get that one. Gets enough, it just happens to fall forward.
Whatever works, right? Whatever works.
Whatever works to keep it moving.
No running backs on this play. 3 wide receivers on the left side, 2 on the right. Now a man comes into motion. Here's the snap. Green back to pass, throws to the far sideline. It's caught, and immediately the receiver gets hit, but forward progress will give him about 3 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 7 after the completion to Brooks.
He's just immediately wrapped up there by Stuber and pushed back to get the forward progress.
Brooks again will stay over on that far side as a wide receiver. Empty backfield. There is the snap. Green once again back to pass. He'll roll out to his right-hand side. Throws while he's on the run, and he has a man. And that's a catch for a 1st down by Xavier Koch as he gets that ball on his own 37-yard line.
Falling down to the ground, makes a fabulous catch before it hits the ground. Kahok sending some extra guys, really putting some pressure in on this quarterback, but he comes through that time.
They stay with the empty backfield, so again, there goes Koch into motion, and a fake throw, a little pump fake there by Green, I think he wanted to throw it, but his man was covered, so he decided to take off running with it, and he gets about 3 yards, maybe 4 on the play before he's finally brought down.
Norton eventually does bring him down there as he comes into the middle of the field there. I think he wanted to be there. Habermill will go off here for a break.
2nd down and 6. There's another run up the middle, and that one's got some wheels on it. That's Green. He's off to the races. Colby Anderson finally brings him down after he gets deep into Kahok territory. They'll put him down at about the 37-yard line.
The 4th down going forward inside their own 20, and now Centralia is driving here.
That they are. 4:20 left to play here in this 3rd quarter. 21-21 contest, and now we have flags on the play, and we're going to have a offside against Collinsville or a false start. Offside. Somebody lined up offside because they threw that flag as soon as that ball was snapped.
Once you break in there, it's an automatic penalty in high school, no free play or anything like that for high school.
Well,
shut it down, and 1st and 5.
1st down and 5. First foul thrown this half against Collinsville as Green stands in shotgun once again, and he'll take the ball himself, and he'll try to go up left tackle, and he didn't get very far at all. Matter of fact, just back to the line of scrimmage, it'll bring up a 2nd down and 5.
Now Habermill comes back in here, going to shore up that right side of the Kahok defense.
So 2nd down and 5 here for Centralia. Ball on Collinsville's 33-yard line. Green in shotgun again. Rolls out to his left. Throws while he's on the run. He's got a man. He's got a 1st down. And then the ball, does it come out?
He stepped out of bounds.
Oh, did he? What?
Stepped out of bounds there, made the catch, and stepped out of bounds.
Didn't even look like he was close enough to the sideline to step out of bounds.
Can't really see the lines.
No, they're hard to see on that far side for sure. They don't have those big fat white lines like a lot of schools do. They have these thin white ones. Another snap. Green back to pass. Looks, throws, sideline, and tried to thread that ball in there to Darryl Jones, but just missed a little bit too long on that pass. 2nd down and 10.
Kahok's nearly getting to the quarterback, sending all kinds of extra pressure. Causes the bad pass there.
Ball sits down on the 24-yard line. 2nd down and 10. Coming up here for Centralia. A little communication problem going on between Green and the sideline as he needed to have the signs repeated to him. Now he stands in shotgun ready to go. Here's the snap, and Green goes up the middle and runs into the back of his own player. That helped bring him down after he picked up about 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6.
Help Montre Kroom bring him down. He escapes the initial pressure there.
3rd down and 6 for Centralia. Ball on Collinsville's 20. Green in shotgun once again. As Brooks and Koch over here as wide receivers. He's going to go back to pass. He throws. He has got his man open, but he threw just a little too high, and trying to come down with it was Darryl Jones, but he just couldn't do that. He got one hand on it. That's about it.
Well, it's 4th down here, and we know this kicker has quite a leg.
He has a leg. They're going to look like they're going for a field goal here.
They're going to bring Graham, the kicker, out here for a about 37-ish yard field goal.
Yeah, 37 exactly.
Got the distance. He had that kickoff that went all the way to the far back line of the end zone.
So a 37-yard try here. Carson Green, the quarterback, is his holder. Here's a snap, ball down. Ball is on the way, and it is good. Just snuck inside that right upright. And the Orphans have broken this 21-21 deadlock with a 37-yard field goal. Whoops, wrong one. And take themselves a 24-21 lead. Collinsville will get the ball back next after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010.
And we are back here at Centralia High School, 24-21. After a 37-yard field goal by Will Graham has put Centralia back up by 3. As he kicks off, that's going to be into the wind. It's not going to go as far. Pinnell, he's going to catch it at the 8-yard line. What's the whistle for? I don't think so.
Where did the whistle come from?
I do not know.
Massive
they're
confusion
they are talking to the Centralia sideline. Did
the whistle come from the stands?
I don't know.
They're looking up here in the stands.
That's what they guys like. What they're saying. Somebody has a whistle in the stands. Get rid of it. Well, they're going to have to do this kick over again. Well, that's just rude.
Yeah, they need to find whoever has a whistle and send them on home for the night.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need to do.
You can't come to the game and act right. That's something you can't do.
No.
Go on home. So we'll do the kickoff over.
Yes, we will. Yeah, that's a first for me. I got to tell you, I've never seen that before. All right, so Graham's going to try this one more time. He's got a little bit of wind to kick into, so it doesn't get as far on this end of the field. And a Graham kick again. This one's going to be low. It's going to bounce into the arms of Pinnell. He's across the 20, across the 30, across the 35, cuts over to the near side, comes over to the 45, and he's finally brought down, and a flag comes in right at the end of that tackle. Maybe we'll have a face mask going on the other side this time. Man in the white hat threw it, so he'll know what to call. Holding call against Collinsville.
Well, Eagle Block and the Cayoks are holding.
Yeah. Well,
just about as the play was over anyway. So
yeah, I don't understand that.
Shoot themselves in the foot there, but
yeah, well,
we'll start from 10 yards farther back.
Yeah, you'll go from the 45 back to the 35, so it's not all as bad or close to the 35 anyway. They'll put it down at about the 33. So that's the second possession in a row. Collinsville will start from their own 33-yard line.
All right, starting position.
Yeah, not bad. I'll take it. So Collinsville with it, 1st and 10.
Offensive done well. Touchdowns on their last 3 possessions.
Anderson in shotgun. 3 wide receivers on this left side, 1 on the right side. And Norton is the lone running back. The throw is going to be deep. It's going to go way over the head of its intended receiver, Kylan Jordan. Colby didn't even give him enough time to get that route ran all the way.
Bagwell on the sideline made that catch.
All right.
Among the walking wounded there on the sidelines, not dressed, there's about 5 of them.
Yeah, he's the only one that's not wearing a jersey, though. He's wearing his hoodie with his number on it. All right, 2nd down and 10 for Collinsville after they tried to go for a big play on 1st down. 2 wide receivers on each side. Pinnell comes into motion. Colby Anderson's going to keep it, and he is going to get met right at the line of scrimmage, but he keeps on pushing, and he'll get about 2 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 8.
Kind of ran into his own guy a little bit there. Initially slowed him down. Now it wasn't going to be much running room anyway.
So 3rd down and long here for Collinsville as the Centralia fans try to come alive to help out their defense. We have 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to play here in this third quarter, 24-21. Orphans have the 3-point lead. Orphans are pretty much playing for their playoff lives. They have 5 wins, which makes them playoff eligible, but you'd feel a lot better about it if you picked up that 6th one. Now the Central fans come alive. Centralia fans come alive. Here is Anderson. Rolls. Throws. He got hit as he was throwing it, and that ball never made it to Pinnell.
Yeah, that's what affected the throw there. It's a good setup play there for the Cahoks, and they're going to be forced to punt.
Johnson came in with the pressure from the outside and got his hand in there just in time to disrupt that pass, and Collinsville is going to have to punt. And it's going to be Colby Anderson that'll handle that. So for the first time tonight, Collinsville has to punt. Centralia had to punt earlier in this third quarter for their first punt of this game.
First 3 and out for the Cahoks.
1:48 left to play here in the third quarter. Anderson takes a high snap, and he is thinking about faking it, but then at the last minute he gets off a really good punt, and a fair catch called for at the 27-yard line, so that is where Centralia will start from. So, Collinsville, it's up to their defense now to make a stop so you don't go down by any more than the 3 points you're already down. 1 minute, 39 seconds left here in this third quarter. Orphans have 2 timeouts. Cahoks have all 3 of theirs left.
Centralia went forward down back at their own 20. Eventually it led to the field goal, but the Cahoks kept them out of the end zone. Defense didn't get much of a rest out there. The Cahoks went 3 and out. Some of these guys are playing both ways anyway, so they're not going to get rest anyway.
We got about 5 or 6 of them out there that play both sides. All right, Green in shotgun one more time. He's got 3 wide receivers on this side, but he's going to run it himself up the middle, and he gets tripped up pretty much near the line of scrimmage there by Norton.
Keeping the gain minimal.
Very minimal, about 3 on the play to bring up a 2nd down and 7. And again, Green in shotgun, has Johnson as his lone running back. Now a man comes into motion. Here's the snap. Johnson gets the handoff, goes up the middle, has room, runs into the referee, uses him as a little bit of a blocker, comes up the sideline, has a host of blockers to help him out, and finally he is brought down from behind by Eric Stuber, but not before a big, big run there by Amir Johnson.
That's big run of the day. Colby just about had him wrapped up there and lost him a little bit, and then Johnson actually had a bit of, like you said, a bit of a pick there from the referee that was in the way.
So 1st down and 10 into Kahok territory at the Collinsville 25-yard line. Here is Green. He goes back to throw. He does make the completion over here on this near sideline to Camden Newcomb, and Newcomb will pick up 5. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 5 for Centralia.
Centralia on that right side in the matchup with the freshman Patterson. Get some help there. Keeps the gain down to 5, but they get the 1st down.
3 wide receivers over on the left side of this formation. 1 over here on this near side. Here's the snap. Green, he's going to run it himself up the middle. He kind of gets tripped up, and he'll fall back up to the 10-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 11, so he'll be a little short, and it'll bring up 2nd down and about 6.
Centralia can let the quarter in here if they're so inclined to do that, but they might run a play anyway.
They might.
I think the coach said no.
No.
We're done with this quarter.
Yeah, because the play clock and the game clock are about 7 seconds apart, so they will let the time run out, and that means that's the end of the third quarter, and we'll take a break, come back, 4th quarter action. That'll be coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as blues, and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
Back here at Centralia High School, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler, Zach Roseman along with you. 24-21 as we begin the fourth quarter of play here. Collinsville trailing by 3 and trying to get the ball back. Second down, and there is a handoff to Amir Johnson. He tries the right side this time and gets all the way down to the 2-yard line, and Centralia is in business here, folks. They are not messing around. They want to secure themselves a playoff berth. First and goal here for Centralia from the Collinsville 2-yard line. This would be a great time for a turnover.
Centralia's taking care of the ball so far. No turnovers. Everything's been pretty clean from them. Got all the way down to the 1 there. It was a scrum from about the 5 on. And now they wind the clock.
Well, it was like a little confusion there for a moment, but they got it figured out. 2 wide receivers near, 1 far. Here is the snap. Handoff goes to Johnson, and he's in for a touchdown.
Okay, let's go 3 and out, and Centralia gets the ball again. No sign of stopping them. They here in this second half. They field goal and then march right down for the touchdown. Sal set up by a big play.
Yeah, sure was. One big play will help you out every time. Another extra point try coming up here for Will Graham. Green the holder. There's the snap. Ball placed down. Kick is on the way, and the kick is good. 31-21 in favor of Centralia. Collinsville will get another crack at it here. Their first time touching the ball here in this fourth quarter. We'll tell you all about it next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Back here at Centralia High School, Todd Duke, Chris Keller, and Zach Roseman along with you. 31-21. Collinsville trails by 10. 11:37 left to play here. Almost all of the fourth quarter left, but the Kahawks need to get into the end zone, get the ball back, and do it again. As Graham is ready to kick off here. Back deep once again. It is Isaiah Gordon and Pinnell, and that ball with the wind at their back. Graham has no problem getting that one into the end zone.
I'm confused on how Centralia ended up with the wind for the second half here.
Well,
for the fourth quarter. We clearly didn't pick the right end zone. Anyway, we'll move on from that.
Yeah.
If it was Centralia's ball to start the second half, then we picked the end. So why would we have not picked
the one with the wind at your back?
The wind at your back for the fourth. Why are we going against the wind in the fourth quarter? I don't know. Anyway,
do not know.
I'm done with that. Okay.
Yep. We got to figure out how to do it anyway, wind or no wind. Anderson in shotgun. 2 wide receivers on both sides, and Anderson's going to keep it. He's going to run a little off left tackle. He gets past the line of scrimmage, and then he'll barrel forward. Nice little piece of running there after initially getting contact behind the line of scrimmage. He ends up picking up about 8 on the play.
Yeah, it really looked like a play that wasn't going to amount to much, and it's nearly 9 yards. Kahok's got to get an answer here, and the quicker the better.
Very, very true.
Centralia's had big plays that has sparked their offense and put up 31 here on the Cahoks here. It was high total this year was 20 in the first game.
Yep. There's a handoff to Norton, and he'll get back up close to where he needed to get for the first down. Looks like he's going to be about a half a yard short. And it'll bring up third down and about a yard.
Keep it on the ground here and try to get this first down, but I think Cahock's going to start airing this out here. I don't know if these running backs are starting to get a little wore down.
I agree.
And time is going to start to get short.
Third down and short. Anderson. And there's your free 5 yards. Didn't even need to run a play. Now you can go away from that run for that short 1 yard and maybe try to put that ball up in the air. We'll see what the coaching staff has in mind here. Centralia, I think that's only their second flag here in this half. I think they only had one thrown against them in the first half. So a fresh set of downs here for Collinsville. Ball sitting on their own 34-yard line. Jayhawks trail by 10. 10-18 left to go here in quarter number 4. Anderson in shotgun once again. 2 wide receivers on the left and the right. One goes into motion. That's McIntyre. Here is the snap. And the pass is dropped. That's behind the line of scrimmage. So a nice job there by Norton to get on that ball, but they're going to call it incomplete anyway.
Still forward pass.
Yeah.
So it's incomplete. Going to make a move up the field before he has it secured. And what was a drop? Another drop.
Things are just a little bit out of sync here. Just a little bit.
And you got to expect that with,
yeah.
Such a change here in the offense.
Yeah. Anderson playing quarterback for basically the first time this year. No Jerry Richardson. Mondre Kroom is out as well. His brother Montre is here. Oh, Anderson got licked, man, when he got rid of that ball, but he got rid of it just in time to Zay Norton, and Norton picks up about 9 yards, but boy, oh boy, did Colby Anderson take a hit.
No calling that hit on that because Colby was basically a runner at that point.
Yeah, he was.
Did end up dishing the ball off.
At the last second, man.
Lateraling it, but he's sort of committed as a runner there, so he loses. He's not back to pass any kind of protection as a roughing the passer or anything like that.
Third down and 2 here for Collinsville as they approach midfield. Norton is the lone running back, stands over the right shoulder of Anderson. He gets the handoff. He goes up the middle. He's got the first down, and he's into Orphans territory all the way down to the Centralia 45-yard line. First down, Collinsville.
One where you just win the blocks up the middle there, and Norton, who will go back off now, but has put up together a couple good runs here on this drive.
Also, KJ Thorpe's Watt. I think this is the third game he's missed. So we got a couple of walking wounded around here after the first 8 weeks of the season. First down for Collinsville from the 45 of the Orphans. Here's the handoff. It goes to Roland Arms. He comes up the right side, and then he gets smacked as he crosses the line of scrimmage, but he picks up about 3 yards and finally brought down by Cam Tijelanovic.
Positive first down play. The Chaos get that.
9:15 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville on the move, trailing by 10, the Jayhawks are. A break huddle, and Kylan Jordan as a wide receiver all the way over on the far side. 2 more over here. Pinnell closest to us. Here's the snap, and it's going to be an Anderson keeper. Cuts it up to the left. He is going to be real close to picking up a first down. Matter of fact, I think he has just enough.
Block on the left side by Kohler. Chaos get the first down. This drive's moving well. Fortunately, it is eating some clock, but got to get a score before you start worrying about the clock.
Oh, yeah. You got to have at least a field goal on this drive because you're down by 10. Preferably the touchdown. Then you can worry about trying to tie it up with a field goal later if you get the ball back and still only trail by 3, or try to go for the win. All right. Arms is in at running back. Here comes a man into motion. That man gets the ball, and he turns over on the right side. Isaiah Gordon will get across the 30. He'll pick up about 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a a third down and 2.
Just a flip there to.
Yeah, it's going to be in
Gordon as
a
he
lot
comes
more
in
than
motion.
2. Thought they gave him a little bit of a better mark than that. It's going to bring up a second down and 4, close to 4. Ball over here on this right hash mark. Anderson in shotgun once again. Has Pinnell over here on this near sideline. He's going to hand the ball off to Arms. Nope, it's going to key a keeper by Colby. He'll get the
Spins
first
out of
down.
it.
He's still on the move. Gets
There
out
you
of
go.
another one. Going to the end zone. Touchdown, Collinsville. No flags on the play.
Colby, smart play there to hold on to the ball there. Cuts up the middle there, spun out of it. He's always hard to bring down, and Kahok's answer right back here and get this touchdown.
Not over with yet. Andrew Chai on for the extra point. Holder is Pinnell. There's the snap, ball on the way, and the kick is good. So Collinsville gets that touchdown right back, and the Kahawks are back to within 3, 31-28, and the Orphans will get the ball back after a timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud sponsor of your Collinsville Kahawks on the Kahawk Sports Network. For all of your investment needs, see Jason Regg at his Edward Jones office at 1008 Vandalia Street in Collinsville, or call Jason at 618-344-0252 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Back here at Centralia High School, and it's a 3-point game once again as Collinsville gets a nice run from Colby Anderson. Chai kicks it off into that wind. It's going to be picked up at about the 12-yard line by the runner. I believe that was Marziel Marshall. And up to the 25-yard line they get that one, so that's where Centralia will start. Big defensive series here for Collinsville. 7:36 left in this fourth quarter. Kahawks trail by 3, need to get the ball back.
Centralia's gotten a field goal and a touchdown here on their 2 possessions in the second half. Kahawks can't afford to go down any more than another field goal.
No, they cannot. So Centralia back at it. Ball on their own 25-yard line. Here's Green in shotgun. He is going to go to pass. He is going to pass it complete, as that was immediately read by DP5 for us, and Camden Newcomb is number 5 for them, and that's a gain of about 5 on the play. It'll bring up second down and 5.
Newcomb's the guy you really got to seal off there, and he took a hit there from behind from Pinnell.
I thought Pinnell was going to jump that and try to go for that interception.
Man, that would be nice.
That sure would have been. He got there just in time when that ball arrived, though.
Can't get burned by that guy, though.
Nope, not at all. Got to
kick
give him a
off
little
return.
cushion. 2 wide receivers on the far side, 1 over here on the near side. Anderson, the lone running back, he gets the ball. He goes up the middle, and he gets nowhere.
We spun out of it a little bit.
Spun away from that one and actually turned nothing into something. That's going to bring up a third down and 1. He got stopped right at that 30-yard line. He kept those legs moving, though, and ended up coming out of that pack. Yeah, it is. Well, a lot of confusion there by Collinsville, and it somehow or another works in their favor. Montre Kroom is in on the tackle. That's a big gang tackle there. Habermill was there also. Kroom was there, as well as Eric Stuber.
Everybody was still trying to get their spots, and Centralia ended up running it into where the Kahawks were all bunched up, and
now there's a flag on the play. What is going on here?
Count the number of Kahawk players out there. 3,
Oh,
6,
geez.
9, 12. Kahawks had 12 out there on defense. Too many Kahawks.
That's
out there.
13. They got 13 players on the field. Us.
I only counted 12, but still too many.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that's going to give him an automatic first down.
So that was the confusion.
Yeah. Yeah, because Montre Kroom came running off of the sidelines, and I think he was trying to tell his replacement to go head off, and the replacement never did. Or the person who was being replaced never did. So that works out in Centralia's favor big time. 6:08 left to play. Here is Green back to pass. He gets pressured as Montre Kroom trying to run him down, and a throw almost into the arms of Jacob Brooks, but it was just past that outstretched hand.
Really some of the best pressure the Cavs have gotten on Centralia's quarterback. The only other time it was like that, they got.
All right. I wasn't going to say anything there, Sabrina, but this is the second time. Montre Kroom is Mondre's brother. He is here. Mondre is not.
Okay. Anyway.
I was going to let it go, but after the second time, I'm like, nah, I got to say something. 6:02 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville trails by 3. Centralia on the move. Second down and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Here's a snap to Green. He's going to hand the ball off, and up the middle, almost breaking a big run there, was number 2, Amir Johnson. And, boy, he got tripped up just at the last moment.
And the Cavs are going to get a favorable spot. It's not a first down. I thought he got enough for the first down, so it's a big third down.
There's another handoff. That's a first down, and again, Amir Johnson is running through the small holes that he can find here against this Collinsville defense, and he's exploiting them for little chunks at a time.
Enough running room there for him. He gets through it each time and
comes in averaging 6.7 yards per carry, and he's doing about that almost every time.
Centralia keeping the ball on the ground, working the clock.
Yeah, they are chewing up that clock. That's the main thing they want to do.
They can't get a score and put the game away. They at least want to leave Collinsville with as little time as possible.
There's another snap. Green is going to hand the ball off to Johnson. Why not? If it keeps on working, keep on doing it. And there is a ball that comes out, but it's picked up by Centralia. Big number 72 there, Kyle Stindy, 6'1", 305 pounds. He was about ready to take off running.
Get Johnny on the spot there, picked up the ball in case there was a call. Then it was a fumble. Centralia's taking care of the ball all night, no turnovers.
No. 4:50 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Time is running out here for Collinsville. They need to get a stop, and they need some time to move the ball down the field themselves. But right now, the biggest thing is stopping them.
Yeah, you start to get to a point where you're going to have to look in the timeouts.
Yeah, Collinsville's got all 3 of theirs left. Here is Green in shotgun once again. I still don't think they have any designs on throwing it. That was almost a turnover, man. I'm telling you what. I almost got my wish a little bit too late, but that almost happened there. But that's all the way back to midfield. That's going to be a loss of 4 on the play on the bad snap. And it's going to bring up a third down and about 14 to go for a first.
Quarterback couldn't have got to the ball there. Montre Kroom was right there to sweep it up there. Centralia nearly had the bad time there for that first turnover. So it's a big 3rd and long. Cahoks need to stop.
Green comes from the sideline.
Clock's still ticking.
Sure is. And they're in no hurry to slow it down. 10 seconds left on the play clock when they break huddle. 3rd down and 14. Collinsville really needs a stop here. In shotgun is Green. 2 wide receivers near, 1 far. There's another low snap. Handoff goes to Johnson. He's up the middle. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll bring up a 4th down and about 11 coming up here for Centralia.
Decision time for Centralia. You going to go for 4th and 11, or are you going to kick the ball away, bury Collinsville farther back, and here comes
here comes the punting team. So that answers that question as Pinnell will go back deep to collect this kick. He'll stand back at about his own 15-yard line. And with that wind at his back, you know that Will Graham can kick that ball pretty far.
Canucks get the ball back here. They'll have about a little over 2.5 minutes.
Here's the snap. And the kick is high. And Pinnell is going to take it at the 6-yard line. He's not going to call a fair catch. Puts on a couple of good moves and moves the ball forward to about the 20. So all in all, not too bad. Collinsville will get the ball back. They'll have to drive 80 yards. in 2 minutes and 37 seconds if they want to score a touchdown, or at least get it down there into field goal range for an attempted tie here as the Kahawks trail 31-28, and they'll have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 20.
So once again, my confusion on why we're going against the wind in the second half is a bit of a problem here, but 2:37 is what we got to work with.
2:37. 2 wide receivers on either side of the formation. Anderson in shotgun. He is going to take it himself. He's going to try around this right-hand side, and he'll get thrown into the Centralia bench area, but he gains about 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. Excuse me, 2nd down and 6.
Brown's been banged up all game, but he does make that play and pushes Colby out of bounds, does stop the clock. Only 5 seconds went off the clock.
Yeah. 2:32 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Kahawks have all 3 of their timeouts left. Trying to move the ball downfield to get in position for a tie, or a touchdown would give them the lead. Again, 2 wide receivers on either side of this formation. Anderson in shotgun, Norton over his left shoulder, and Anderson's going to keep it again. He's going to take the long way around that left side. He turns the corner, comes up the sideline, and gets knocked out of bounds. Not before, though, he picks up the 1st down.
Long, slow developing play, trying to get around that corner. Did find enough running room to get to the 1st down. About 8 seconds went off there. Clock stops again. Still have quite a ways to go.
1st down and 10 for Collinsville. Ball on their own 33-yard line. Still a long way to go.
All the timeouts still to work with.
Yeah, 2:24 left on the clock. As mentioned, all 3 timeouts left. Collinsville breaks huddle. They bring 2 wide receivers, 3 wide receivers over here to this side. 1 over on the far side. And this time Roland Arms is the lone running back. He'll get the handoff. He'll try that left side off tackle, and he'll get about a yard on the play, maybe 2, and that's about it, as they get the ball up to the 35-yard line.
This will take a lot of time off the clock here. Not much of a gain of a play. Kahawks got to start getting down the field a little farther.
Yeah, they do.
So now coming up on 2 minutes to go.
Again, 3 wide receivers on the right side, 1 on the left side. Arms is the lone running back, and Anderson throws a quick pass out to Pinnell. Pinnell, he puts on a good move. He's got a 1st down all the way up the sideline, and what a smart move that was, running out of bounds to stop the clock as he runs out at about the 42-yard line with 1 minute, 49 seconds left to play here in this 4th quarter.
Makes the catch, fakes one way, goes the other way, ends up going down the sideline, but gets past the defender. So good chunk of yardage there for the Kahawks, who are cooking now, getting near the 40.
Fresh set of downs here for Collinsville. Again, 3 wide receivers on the right side. This time Zay Norton is the lone running back. Stands over the right-hand shoulder of Anderson. Anderson's going to keep it. He's going to try that side. He is trying to get a block over there from Pinnell, but
we'll call timeout here.
Pinnell wasn't in the right spot to provide that block. No gain on the play, and Collinsville is indeed going to call a timeout. So we will step aside as well, and we're back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahawk Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks!
I see him every day.
And back here at Centralia High School, 31-28 in favor of the Orphans as they look for that final clinching playoff win to get them into the playoffs. Collinsville trying to repeat as back-to-back 8-1 regular seasons, but they're going to have to do it from come-from-behind fashion here tonight. Collinsville has it 2nd down and 10. Man comes into motion, and Colby Anderson's going to keep it. He heads to the far sideline, cuts it upfield, and he gets pushed out of bounds, or does he get pushed out of bounds? Yes, he does. That'll stop the clock with 90 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter, and Collinsville will be looking at a third down and about 2.
Most important thing was getting the clock stopped and some positive yardage there, and now you got to really get the first down here. You don't want to be facing fourth down.
No, you do not. Centralia fans on their feet making some noise here for their defense. Collinsville has it third down and 2 from the 35-yard line. Anderson, he's going to go back to pass, throws it down that far sideline. He's got a man open, and it's caught. There's a flag down as well, and it's caught by Pinnell at the 5-yard line.
Great catch by Darren Pinnell. Hope the penalty doesn't go against him. The Kahawks will be set up real well for a game-winning score.
Well, he caught the ball at the 5-yard line, then they threw the flag, so they're going to mark that half to the goal line, right?
Well, no, you would just decline the penalty because the catch is more advantageous.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see this call. It's on Centralia, and
yeah.
The Kahawks will have the ball here at the 5 with a
5-yard line. How about that catch by Pinnell? Man, oh man, a 30-yard catch that may be good enough to set up the game-winning touchdown here, but we still have 1:23 to go, so don't count those chickens yet.
Still just got to punch it in here. Going to have 4 plays to do it. Kahawks have trailed all night.
Pinnell lines up over at the far side.
And then, you do have a chip shot field goal here if you can't get this in 3.
Kylan Jordan, lines up in the near side, but Anderson's going to keep it. He turns the corner, and he's in for a touchdown.
Kahawks' first lead of the night. The big catch by Darren Pinnell, and with 1:19 to go, the Kahawks have the lead here, and will have to stop Centralia. They're going to have a little bit of time, but finally with the lead for the Kahawks.
1:19 left in this fourth quarter. Collinsville, as my cohort mentions, takes their first lead of this game. And
that kick is big.
Kick is good. It is big because that puts Collinsville up by 4. So the Centralia Orphans will need a touchdown. A field goal will do them no good. We will tell you all about that next possession for Centralia as they get the ball after the touchdown by Collinsville next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Calling all sports fans. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Caseyville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs that you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers, sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest brew in town. And don't forget to try your luck at the Lucky Fox Gaming Room. Dine in and catch a game, or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-855-9500.
Back here at Centralia, here's the kickoff. It's a squibber. It's going to go rolling. And it's picked up at the 15-yard line and brought forward. Collinsville needs to stop this. Down to the 32-yard line that ball goes, and the clock is stopped with 1 minute and 14 seconds left here in this fourth quarter.
Tonga and Remar sniffed that one out with Marshall running that for Centralia. They went away from Johnson, who had lots of problems, and Marshall's done the last 2, so Centralia has to go 69 yards and a $114.
Well, last time they wanted to chew time off the clock and continued to run the ball. I don't think they're going to have that option here this time. Empty backfield. 3 wide receivers bunched up together. Here is Green. He rolls out to his left. He's still on the run, and he's going to be forced out of bounds at his own bench right across the 33-yard line. So a pickup of only 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down and 8 here for the Orphans. Clock stopped with 1:08 left to play here in this fourth quarter.
Giving Green anybody to pass the ball to. All he can do is take a couple of yards and stop the clock going out of bounds.
There's Green again. This time he's going to throw it. He has a man open, and that man will get pushed out of bounds.
Loyal Patterson.
By Loyal Patterson. Yeah, he shoved Camden Newcomb out of bounds. Newcomb was the one who had that 90-yard kickoff return earlier in this game. And with 1 minute, 4 seconds left, Centralia moves the chains. Fresh set of downs for the Orphans as they look to drive down the field for the game-winning touchdown. Field goal will do them no good. Here is Green, empty backfield again. He'll roll. This time Green's going to step up, and he is going to come to the sideline. That should be a holding call right there on number 5.
There comes the flag.
Yeah, there's that late flag, and Ryan writhing around in pain on the ground is rolling arms. And he is going to have a little bit of a hard time getting up here, and Colby Anderson is going to call the trainers over. So we have an injury timeout, so we will take a timeout as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahok sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News.
Back here at Centralia, rolling arms is being helped off the field. It looked like an apparent left leg injury.
Yeah, he's being carried off.
Yeah, Colton Rhodes and
the
one of the other trainers is carrying him off. And
Christian, the trainer.
They'll set him down on the bench, trying to put any pressure on that left leg.
But it was a penalty on
Centralia. There was a penalty, yep. Was a hold, so it's going to bring up a first down. And about 14 to go for a first down. Back to passes Green. Now he steps up into the pocket. He is trying to get himself around Zay Norton. He's into Collinsville territory. Up the sideline. Finally brought down over on the far side of the field by Chase Reynolds. And the Orphans are in business here with 48.2 seconds left. They want to run the hurry-up offense and try to save their 2 timeouts, but they definitely moved the ball quick on that one, and that's exactly what they do. They spike the ball, stop the clock with 45.9 seconds to go because they had to start the clock up once the chains moved. I don't even think the chains got all the way moved, to tell you the truth.
Not sure why you wasted down there if you got the timeout.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Tough play to give up there for the Kahoks. Centralia in a reasonable position now.
Second down and 10. Second week in a row, we have come down to the wire here in a game. Centralia fans, they are on their feet. 2 wide receivers on the far, 2 on the near. Amir Johnson is the lone running back. Green stands in shotgun. He's back there by himself now. Green steps up. He throws far sideline, and that one's almost had a better opportunity for Darren Pinnell to catch that ball than the intended receiver, which was Camden Newcomb.
That's what we're hoping for here. The interception
that would
there.
have been nice.
Put this one away.
Third down and 10 coming up here for Centralia. 41 seconds left on the clock. Clock is stopped on the incomplete pass. Green comes in from the sideline with the play straight from the bench. They break huddle. Third down and 10 from Collinsville's 30-yard line. Johnson, again the lone running back. 2 wide receivers on both sides of the line of scrimmage. Here's a snap, and back to pass. A throw over to the sidelines, and running out of bounds with it is Darrell Jones. A pickup of about 6 on the play, maybe 5. And it'll bring up a big 4th down here.
That's right, it's 4th down.
Yeah, it's 4th down, and Collinsville can stop them here, and this game will be over.
We got 35 seconds left, and yeah, Centralia gave up the down instead of calling timeout to spike the ball. All we need is a stop here.
Two wide receivers on either side of this formation once again. Amir Johnson, the lone running back. Here is Green. He's going to roll. He is looking as he's rolling. He is still looking. He is going to throw the ball away. Collinsville is going to win this one as they turn over on downs with 27.3 seconds left to go. And the Kahawks are going to pull this one out.
What a hard-fought victory for the Kahawks. And their reward for this big, tough win is going to be a home playoff game next week.
That is for sure. Still got to get through these 27.3 seconds.
You can just kneel this out. That's all we need.
Only 2 timeouts left. They can stop the clock twice, can Centralia. That's it.
But that doesn't matter because
here comes Lily Bagelson out there.
We're going to give her
Did I say that right? Beagleison? Yeah, Beagleison. Lily Beagleison. She is a defensive lineman, senior, 5'9", 200 pounds, number 66 out there. They celebrated her on senior night here a little earlier. There's the first kneel down, and you will stop the clock, the Orphans will. So they'll use the timeout.
They can use the 2 timeouts, but then on the third down play, the Kahawks can just kneel, and it won't matter. Well, we can just do this. We can wait.
We can. I can wait. Clock stop with 24 seconds left. Orphans have 1 more timeout left. After that, they will not be able to stop the clock. Yeah, we were about at the 9:30 mark last week when we ended up. We were. Is it like 9 o'clock when that game was finished with over or fourth quarter, and then it ended up going till about 9:30 because of overtime.
Centralia isn't going to bother with the final timeout, and that's it.
Yep, they're not even going to, and the final seconds will tick off of this clock. And Collinsville, in back-to-back seasons, will finish the regular season 8-1. Colton Rhodes last year became the first Collinsville high school football coach to win 8 games when that team went 8-1, and they duplicated that this year. No one has ever had back-to-back 8-win seasons as a Collinsville head coach. The closest to ever come to that, Virgil Fletcher had back-to-back-to-back 7-win seasons in 1954, 55, and 56. So there is a stat for you. How about that?
Heck of a battle here tonight. This is a good test for a playoff game. Trailing all night and come back and win 35-31 with a big drive at the end and a big stop at the end of that. And we know we can be at home next week. We'll sit and see who's going to come our way.
We exactly will, as we now perch you into the post-game program, brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville, or call 618-343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right,
We said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience. Choose Lakeside.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time, I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time, and honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Once again, we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. 35-31. Collinsville pulls this game out after trailing almost all of this game. Joining us now, offensive coordinator Drew Cordes. Man, 2 weeks in a row, you guys are living dangerously, aren't you?
We'll just say that was a lot of fun out there. We felt confident most of the game. We went into halftime, and all of us coaches were just like, we're playing fine. We're moving the ball. We had a bad holding call the first drive, and we had the unfortunate interception the second drive. They didn't stop us. They stopped us one time in the whole game, and it was that 3-and-out where they were able to get the ball and take that 10-point lead. But, I mean, it just shows our grit. I mean, we battled back, scored, made a stop, scored again, made another stop.
And not to mention, you're missing a lot of key players.
We're missing almost too many. This is becoming Disney movie-like-esque on next man up mentality. Like, I don't understand. Quarterback, running back, safety, number one lineman, wide receiver. I mean, that's 5 starters from the beginning of the year that are out. But, I mean, credit to the kids that step up. Like, they playing a great job. Our running backs, number one, stepping in because he's just a great football player, filling the role that we needed him to fill. I mean, he had a great game at quarterback.
He did.
And we knew we had all 100% trust in him, and we knew he was going to be a good option for us.
Yeah, nothing bigger than that big 35-yard catch by Darren Pinnell to get you down to the 5-yard line to get that score started.
Yep, all we do is preach to all our quarterbacks, if you got one-on-one, give them a chance. You can't overthrow it, you can't underthrow it. Give them a chance. Let them make a play. And when you got DP on the field, like that is one of the best receivers in high school that I've seen on a football field. When he's going to go up for it, he's usually going to come down with it.
I always sing the praises of DP5, man. That's
DP5.
DP5. That's awesome to do. And the tag team running backs, man, tonight you used Norton and Arms, and they filled in admirably.
Yeah, they did. They both run. Roland was JV running back last year. He did a really good job before he got hurt. Zay was kind of our backup or third-string running back at the varsity level last year. So they understand. They've been running the ball their whole life. But they're just the type that they're going to lower their shoulder. They're going to get what they can. And, I mean, eventually that just wears on them. They got tired in that second half. And I think it was just because we got Colby rolling and Zay just pounding it down their throat, hitting them consistently. We're getting up much faster than they were getting up.
Yeah. So how about back-to-back 8-win seasons? First time in the history of this program that has ever happened. The closest you could come, Virgil Fletcher,
7 wins, 3 years in a row, and 54, 55, and 56. So this is new stuff. You guys are making history almost every week.
It seems like it. We're just having a lot of fun. We're going out there. We're enjoying what we're doing. The boys are coming every day ready to practice, and I think we do a good job as a staff in getting them ready, and they handle everything that we throw at them. Like, let's say the injuries. Next man up, they handle it. They get all the credit for this. We're just here for a show. They do everything out there.
And you guys have never lost on the road so far in these 2 years. You're now 10-0 on the road.
It's unfortunate that the 8-1 team can't go on the road first round.
Right, right. All right, man. So we'll see you tomorrow at LC's for the playoff pairing show.
We'll be watching that playoff pairing show. But we're hosting next weekend, so
I know.
Back to stands.
All right, man. Thanks a lot for the visit. Appreciate it. That's Drew Cordes, the offensive coordinator for your Collinsville Kahawks, and that's going to do it for us here tonight from Centralia. Final score, Collinsville wins it 35-31. A big thank you to Colton Rhodes joining us in the pregame show. Coach Cordes over here joining us in the postgame show. Big thank you to my partners up here tonight, Mr. Chris Kettler on the other microphone and Zach Roseman on the camera. We appreciate everything everybody does. All right, we're back at you tomorrow afternoon, 5 p.m. from Kahok Stadium. It is the Class 3A Boys Soccer Regional Championship game between your Collinsville Kahawks and the arch rivals that are the Edwardsville Tigers. We'll be on the air around 4:30 with the pregame show for that contest, and game time, as I mentioned, is at 5 o'clock. So until tomorrow evening, my name is Todd Duke. Everybody enjoy the rest of this evening.